Oh, Alex is
Hey,
here.
Alex is here. Now
Hey,
it's
how you
party.
doing?
All right, so since Alex is here, I'm going to start streaming.
Well, we gotta look
All
for the
right.
other guys,
Dude.
though.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Mehcast. And
Alex, I'm the one in charge of this.
Well, where's the... Well, we got...
yes, I'm just... I beat you to the punch today, and
Mech-
I started streaming on my end before you did.
Yeah,
I'm
and
not
Alan
actually,
and Alex has a better radio
Mech-
voice. So
Mehcast episode. Which episode is this?
I believe it's 31. Do your demons, do they ever bring you down?
yeah,
We're alive.
and this is also a mukbang stream. So
I was telling Gizmo about the massive L of a certain Benjamin Page.
hang on, I gotta get really close to the
I
camera.
can't-
Joey's World Tour light.
I can't say what, but you get the idea.
Yeah. I mean, I'm kind of down with the idea, but
No, it's a terrible idea. There's not much they could draw upon that.
Also,
Right.
I've read the first of the two stories I suggested we do, and I think we're gonna go with the other one unless I find
Unless I find ow.
Jesus fucking Christ. I have a crack in my right index finger.
Ooh.
Oh, God.
And having just come from the gym, I think I know exactly which exercise I did that caused it. It was the pull-ups. That's fun. That's gonna be a bandage on my right index finger for the next 2 days.
So what is it? Next week we're gonna do the Smash Brothers. That's Smash Brothers. Next week we're gonna do like the Metroid race.
No.
This the week.
No, next week is Pokemon.
Do your demons, and do they ever
I'll
bring
never
you
go to
down?
any RPGs or RPG-like games until I'm done with my stack of games right here. Because originally it was going to be like any game I want, but then I realized RPGs took too fucking long compared to, Resident Evil or Super Mario Brothers or something like that.
And now we're live. Welcome to the Mehcast, and oh, what a motley crew we are. Isn't that right, boys?
Sponsored by Dubby. Use code MEH for 10% off.
Wait, what?
Yeah, we have a sponsorship, Mason.
Holy shit! Really?
Yes. Although they accept just about anybody, so it's not really special.
Yeah, they said
but
that.
I figured... How am I not hearing... Supposed to be monitoring this audio. Well, let's pull this up here.
Your desktop audio is coming in just fine.
Advanced audio properties.
Says eating will
Supposed to be
join
monitor.
in 30, 20
Monitor
minutes.
off.
Okay.
Monitor only. There we go.
That's
Yeah.
good. Ben is.
I
like
was
the
supposed to be
food.
hearing the Elgato, but I was not hearing the Elgato.
Yeah, gotcha.
I'm hearing the Elgato now, and our faces are covering up Goofy. Sorry, Goofy, we're more important than you. Which is something you will never hear, except in a context where Walt Disney is not involved.
El perro, es mi corazón, el gato.
What are you... Mason, what are you singing?
It's Alex said El Gato, so it reminded me of that song from American Dad.
Oh, God.
Okay.
El perro, el perro.
Ben just sent a message saying that he'll be there in about like 30 or 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Hey, sir, there's no
Yeah, I
response from
saw
him.
that.
Well, Ben,
No
get here
response from
fast.
Lisa yet, so we'll just have to wait and see.
Oh, it's not coming out.
That's what he said.
You know, there was actually a bit from... You ever seen the Battletoads race done by Proton John? Gizmo?
What?
You ever seen the Battletoads race done by Proton John?
Nope.
Well, basically, what it is that he and 3 other Let's Players gather together to race in Battletoads to see who could beat the game the fastest. Take a wild guess how well that went.
Poorly.
They had infinite lives.
Pussies.
Gizmo, the game
Sounds
only
like Demoni's X.
Gizmo, the game only gives you 3 continues, and I don't think they want to be there all day.
There's been guys before them that beat the game. Well, that beat the game no problem. That was in the Screw Attack days.
Gizmo, who do you think you are, Mike Matei?
No, but serious, there are people.
Motherfucker Mike with his giant penis.
Oh my god!
Oh, sorry, dude, you can't say penis on YouTube anymore.
Well, unless you're.
Hey! We are. Let me check here. We are 6 minutes into this stream. We are more than 30 seconds into the stream. We are in no danger.
Fucking
YouTube are a bunch of
motherfucking.
Gizmo, come on.
I'm gonna try and
motherfucking.
Gizmo, please stop.
No.
So we're gonna try and let Ben show up before we start talking about our topics.
We're also
I presume that of the topics we have to hand today, I am the only person who has subjected myself to one of them, and the only person who's had the pleasure of watching the other. And I'm going to let you come to your own conclusions as to what I'm talking about.
An artist.
What? What did you say?
We're talking about the porn artist that animated the.
Oh no! Although we can talk about that.
Please do.
That's so.
No, because YouTube is a.
Oh no! Wait. First off.
Yes.
First off, Invincible Season 2 was announced via teaser, and it looks really good.
God, it's only been almost 2 years.
And guess what? It's actually lampshaded by Alan.
Yeah.
You know, the alien.
I'm really fucking glad that the damn show is coming, because, and don't take that the wrong way, because the preview was animated by a porn animator.
Yep.
Yes.
Absolutely based.
And I am seriously looking forward to how this person portrays Adam Eve.
Oh god.
Let me guess. You're gonna want to see some cake.
Everyone wants to see cake, but the thing is, though, they changed Adam Eve's costume just slightly enough where it's not as revealing as the original.
Oh, that's no fun. But hang on, if it's tighter in certain places, it'll be more revealing while being less revealing.
Sure, but you know how the U.S. is when it comes to anything comic books right now. I mean, Adam Eve was clearly curvy and got that leotard on, but when they brought her to
Black Widow. They said Black Widow was trying to avoid the male gaze, but that film was full of ass and crotch shots of the female cast.
Yeah, and that movie failed because it was shit.
And titty shots, too. Well, yeah, but it's like...
There's a reason why anime is kicking the ass of the comic book industry.
Meanwhile, comics were and meanwhile, the people writing...
The skin they were showing was irrelevant.
It's like indie comic books... Anime and French comic books are the only ones that people are caring about nowadays because people have already fucked over Superman.
Does anybody actually care about French comics? Because I think Razor Fist is the only person who keeps talking about
Judge Dredd.
Judge Dredd is British.
Razor Fist, you mean Ace's buddy?
Yes.
Alex, I don't...
Judge Dredd is British, by the way.
Alex, I don't mean to disturb you. Alex, I don't mean to disturb anybody here, but my Space Invader is trying actively to push me off the couch.
It could be a Nicaraguan comic book. The point is that these comic books from other foreign places are kicking U.S. comics' ass right now.
Oh yeah, obviously. This is a situation where everybody knows that the American comic book industry has been failing. Like the American comic book industry can barely shift 100,000 units. Meanwhile, manga is shifting over 1 million.
And people are like, "Oh no, it's because of digital sales too." No, if that was the case,
That's not how that
If
works.
that was the case, manga would be, literally printing less copies of their top sellers right now.
That's probably why SJWs hate manga.
Well, they hate it because it's everything. For one thing, it's successful. For another, it's everything that they claim to be and more. And it actually does things well, as opposed to them. And because, like, the people who make it are actually trying to
cater to an
maintain a
audience
fan
that actually
base.
reads them.
Yeah.
Like,
They're appealing to the people who want to read the damn comic.
but apparently
They're not trying to appeal to some ethereal, wider audience.
but apparently that's a bad thing.
You rarely, if ever, see a manga selling out to try and appeal to a wider audience. You'll see an anime sell out to do stuff like that, and indeed, I've seen several anime.
Well, they're selling out, and then they're selling out.
Boneheaded maneuvers to the source material to try and appeal to an audience that, let's be perfectly frank here, wasn't interested in the first place.
Which is
Gamergate references.
Well, I was talking more about how the redo of Healer anime was like it.
That felt more like a hentai.
It was more extreme in some ways, but it was also like less extreme and less in depth, and ultimately worse than the manga and light novel that it was based on. So,
yeah, I managed to read the manga online.
Like, who the fuck does this appeal to?
I've actually managed to read the manga of Redo of Healer online, and it's kind of odd comparing the two, considering both of these feel like they're not. They are not. Just to let everybody know, these are not hentai, but because of how they're drawn and how it's animated and how everything goes, it feels like this is just hentai someone found and just said, you know what, I'm a go for a different camera angle, and then there you go. Just call it an R-rated anime. This isn't porn.
Well,
it just feels like censored porn. And I know it's not, considering
the manga.
Considering I read the manga too, and they don't show anything either. But it just feels like they just took some.
Well, the manga and the light novel were like so. The manga and the light novel both had these things where they focus on different things. And so there were some scenes where in the light novel where there was like more action, more focus on like whatever the weird skill of the week thing was. And then sometimes there was like in some scenes there was more focus on the sex scenes, and then in the anime, in the manga, there were also things like that where it was like different. It wasn't consistent, like what was given more screen time, in which format. And then you have the anime where they like it's practically a greatest hits of stuff that happens in the manga and light novel. And then you have some stuff of where they've cut down some of the sex scenes, they've cut down some of the action scenes, they've cut down on some of the other stuff, and then the stuff they've given more screen time to is just nonsensical, which is part of the reason why we stopped watching that over on Comics for All, because it just wasn't that great. It was better to just...
It just wasn't good.
Yeah, it was better to just read the manga or the light novel, because they were so much further ahead and so much higher quality generally that it was just a more enjoyable experience altogether, because like the anime would go for stuff like it was trying to be more, sometimes it'd try to be more titillating and cut out a bunch of action, but then the sex scenes would just truncate quite heavily as well. So like it just didn't make a whole lot of sense.
Also, I kind of find it funny.
In that regard, I think it's quite a bit like the Harry Potter books versus the movies, where the stuff they gave more screen time to was baffling.
Yeah.
There's things that should have taken like 5 seconds wound up getting drawn out to like 5 minutes, and then stuff that should have been like a half an hour got chopped down to 5 minutes. But that's Warner Brothers for you.
Wasn't
knows what the fuck they're doing over at that
J.K.
company.
Rowling involved in most of the production?
Man, you'd think so.
But no.
But then like when they go ahead and make the Fantastic Beasts movies are like way longer than the Harry Potter films with like less to tell, you know?
Huh.
So either I get the feeling that they either lied about her involvement in it, or her involvement was or she was like kind of overruled on certain things by executive meddling, because that's certainly something that happened with everybody involved, writer, director, or etc.
Sure.
Because like there's just key scenes that are completely key to the plot that are left on the cutting room floor. And then, oh yeah, I was gonna say, hey, I think a third option would be like everybody involved could have just been fucking stupid. Because if Rowling approved cutting a bunch of the scenes from Philosopher's Stone and Goblet of Fire, or that were actually not Goblet of Fire, Chamber of Secrets, or hell, let's talk about the third movie here for a second. There's a whole bunch of original material for that movie that is left in the film that serves literally no purpose and does not contribute to the plot, and a bunch of plot relevant stuff that's cut out of the film entirely.
Like what?
Sir Cadogan.
Sir Cadogan. Remind me who that is again?
The Cadogan.
Mm.
Okay, he's the guy who they got to be. He's the painting they got to be the Gryffindor portrait after the fat lady got slashed.
Oh,
he's just removed from the home video version entirely.
Huh.
His scenes are included on the TV version, but if you watch it in the theaters or on DVD, he's just not there. So it kind of looks like Sirius Black isn't all that quote serious, no pun intended, about trying to get into Gryffindor Tower, because it feels like he just kind of gives up at one point.
Joining the call,
And
but gonna be
mute.
Need to clean dishes, Ben says.
Yeah. It removes a sense of urgency from the plot, because there's like him showing up quite frequently is part of what lends itself to the overall feel of that book.
Right.
And then his scenes being a bunch of his scenes and a bunch of Lupin's scenes were cut
Upon the third.
quite extensively. And it's just, it doesn't make any sense, because he and Lupin are supposed to be, you know, like the big two in that.
You say Lupin?
They have a lot of history.
Not Lupin.
Yeah, Lupin.
No, Lupin.
Remus
Lupin, yeah.
Mason is thinking Lupin the Third for some reason.
They're pronounced, well, they're sort of pronounced the same. It's pronounced Lupin for Lupin the Third, but it's a tomato kind of thing.
Yeah, because it's a French pronunciation.
Yeah, and it's spelled the same too.
Yeah.
Lupin the Third.
Yeah, Remus Lupin, not Arsène Lupin.
Funnily enough, Arsène and Lupin is the main character's persona in Persona 5.
Huh. That's cool.
Didn't they make a movie based off of Arsène Lupin?
Yeah, yes. So,
Lupin
the Third is based on the French novel, the French novels of Arsène Lupin.
Arsène.
Do you think
Arsène? Oh, I thought it was spelled A-R-S-N-E.
You think
it is spelled, but it's pronounced Arsène.
Oh, well, fuck the French, then.
You think they'll ever make a live action Lupin the
French
Third
people
movie?
chomp onions and go honky
God, I
honky
hope not.
honk. That's a fact.
There's nobody who could... There's nobody alive who could play those characters.
I post that.
I had like a dream cast.
it
I had a
work.
dream casting for that movie if that ever was the case. It was Keanu Reeves for Jigen and Jim Carrey for Lupin the Third, but that's not going to happen now, considering Jim Carrey's.
Yeah, that would have worked 20, 25, 30 years
Yeah,
ago, but
nowadays
that is not
It
happening
is not
today.
happening now. Yeah.
Maybe you could do, like, a Man in the Iron Mask style film with them.
What do you mean?
You get what I mean?
No, I haven't seen that movie. No.
Okay, so the Man in the Iron Mask is, it's the Three Musketeers movie, but
Oh yeah,
the
Scar's
Three
in that, I
Musketeers
think.
are all
Jeremy
old.
Irons?
Yeah.
Or hold on.
Jeremy Irons, Leonardo DiCaprio.
Or hold on.
It's a fantastic movie. It's one of
No,
my
wait, hold on.
favorites.
I gotta do.
It's really fucking good.
I gotta do the thing. Yeah.
French people chomp on onions and go honky honky honk. That's a fact.
Like it.
Who's got?
It was
the
one of those
fake-
films that showed me that you don't have to necessarily have consistent accents for all of the characters for them to all be giving like a really good performance. And it's the exact contrast I use versus the Paul W.S. Anderson Three Musketeers film. Because like you have that you could also use the Disney Three Musketeers film from the 90s too.
Or the one that most recently came out, like at 2012 or so.
Yeah, that was the one that I was comparing it
Yeah, I
to.
like that one.
So you have the Disney Three Musketeers film that has like Charlie Sheen and Chris O'Donnell and Kiefer Sutherland in it.
Robin's in this? Chris
And,
O'Donnell, he was Robin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Charlie Sheen and Chris
And that's-
O'Donnell was actually in a TV show together too at some point.
Yeah.
Hey, he still has that Robin costume.
Yeah, 2.5 Men.
Why?
O'Donnell.
Fuck, I would. I'd keep that costume.
Dude, that looks badass.
I sure as hell wouldn't.
Dude, that looks badass.
If I got to be Robin for
Nipples?
2 movies, I'd keep that
I would
costume.
too. That's-
Nipples? Are you kidding me?
That is one of the most badass Robin costumes I've ever seen.
I don't care.
Fuck your
Look,
nipples.
Look, nipples or no nipples, I'm keeping
No,
the costume
I'm keep.
where I got to play a superhero.
No,
I could play Superman, and Superman can have like a super cod piece in it, and I'd still keep that fucking costume because I got to play Superman, and that's my memento of me playing Superman.
No. The
That's-
reason you'd keep that costume, it was just so that you could boast that you had a massive schlong.
There's actually debate around
No,
that.
super schlong.
There's actually a lot.
Get the terminology
Funny
right.
thing about that, there's actually a lot of debate of how big Superman's dick is every time they made a live action movie.
Nobody
Superman
cares.
stroking his
Anyways,
super dick.
all I was saying is that like you can say like, okay, hey, let's watch the older Three Musketeers films and say, hey, okay, this is going to be our benchmark. These characters do not have consistent accents in this film, but it's still a really good movie. Excuse me, you can sit down and watch it. Great performances from everybody involved. Even though, like, we have American accents mixed in with British accents, mixed in with people trying to pretend that they're French and things like that. And then you have Paul W.S. Anderson's Three Musketeers film, which is just a travesty, and it's like, okay, it is clearly not down to who the accents, because the people, yes, it's immersion breaking, but your immersion wouldn't matter if you actually believe that this film was halfway.
You hate the snow. Vito froze and
no,
the
no, no,
toes
no,
out
no,
too.
no,
I
no,
hate,
no,
I hate,
no, no, no,
whoa!
No.
Y'all don't even know what I was singing.
By the
Y'all don't
way,
even know what I was singing, did you?
Gizmo.
The power went out earlier while I was away, so...
What the? Does anybody remember the Tobuscus hot ode to hot under the tune of Pirates of the Caribbean?
Oh shit, Tobuscus. Did
Warriors.
his name ever get cleared?
Good question. I don't
What happened
know.
to Tobuscus?
Tobuscus was
Holy
accused of
shit.
sexual something, like sexual
Like,
misconduct. or
they
something.
did him so fucking dirty over some bitch on Tumblr.
What happened exactly?
If it's on Tumblr, I'm going to immediately think that that whoever is posting it is full of shit.
Either it's full of
Some
shit
bitch
or they
on
took
Tumblr
everything out of
accused him
Granted-
of rape, and
Granted,
YouTube
usually
believed
I'd be
it.
against something like that, but it's fucking Tumblr. Or Tumblr is
And
Tumblr
YouTube
is
believed
the
it.
most easily offended website.
Was so the girl that accused him was full of shit then?
Yes, but everybody believed it anyway. That's the fucking stupid part.
Like, did she show like fake receipts or something like that, like fake DMs or whatever?
No, she just said, "Oh, he raped me," and everybody fucking believed it.
Was she charged? Because that's something that nobody should be getting away with.
I don't know.
I hope she's getting charged. People should not be getting away with that kind of
Alright.
shit.
All right. Before we start,
I mean,
Alex, are you
people
streaming
do.
again, or are you?
He's here.
Yeah, I'm streaming again. I got
Okay.
it.
Holy
I got
Okay.
it all
So
worked
before I
out.
start the topics, I wanted to read two things. First off, the Switch deck. Someone made Joy-Cons
Steam
of the
Deck.
Steam controllers for the Switch.
Huh.
That's actually
Huh.
it's really cool, actually.
I don't know how to feel about that, considering that touchpad's now kind of completely useless.
No, they're apparently they can be used for the Switch
For
for
what
certain
though?
games.
You got two
I don't
joysticks
know
there.
how. Genuinely,
It's
I don't know how.
probably like an adaptation, and I'm gonna guess that you could probably switch it between the D-pad and
Yeah,
the
That's what I'm thinking.
joysticks.
That's what I'm thinking. What the fuck? That's really cool, though. I have to say.
You would have to play some very specific games then, point and clicks, city management games. You would have to play very, very, very specific games to be using
Right.
that pad. It's like using the zapper. You can only play like light gun games. If you use like a DDR pad, you can only play certain. Well, not only you can play certain rhythm games to use that thing. I feel like you gotta use it for like specific games like point and clicks or city.
I feel like this could work with a lot of games depending on
maybe,
which ones,
but you really have to be specific. Like I'm sure someone's
I
gonna.
don't know.
I'm sure
The Steam Deck controller works with most games, so I don't
I'm
see the
sure
issue with Switch ones.
I'm sure someone's gonna find a way to like use the touchpads for Overwatch or a fucking Street Fighter, because considering people have been
Yeah.
using fucking steering wheels and Guitar Hero controllers for fighting games in Overwatch, that wouldn't surprise me. But if someone were to just play regular video games that they bought or sailed the seven seas for, they would really have to look for specific games to play that, man. That's just it's just that's why I don't
I don't
think
see the
it's kinda-
issue, honestly.
well,
You
that
never
is the
do.
issue. That's the thing. You again, you have to look. It's one thing if you're given a controller and it works with everything. Sure, there may be jank in some controllers, but you can at least find a peripheral for it. That's the thing, though. You have to use that peripheral for that game to play it properly. The D-pad, it's got the D-pad, two joysticks, face buttons, shoulder buttons, like any other controller should. That touchpad, it's sort of like a touchpad on a Wii U tablet. You really gotta look for specific games to use that.
I feel like what they're gonna do is that you'll use it for the right stick. Like it'll be programmed to do the right stick stuff.
Yeah, stretch.
Well, they have
I
one
don't
on
know,
the
though.
left and the right side of it. So
Yeah.
Stretch.
I guess we'll know more
latency.
details when they reveal more, but you can
Yeah.
pre-order it right now.
what even is this? Like I'm looking at this thing, and
Basically, someone made made some Joy-Cons that look
Click
and
on the site
they
and
look like the
click-
they look like the fucking Steam
Deck,
Deck.
yeah, they
you
look
can
like the
see
Steam
that.
Deck, but they're
Yeah, but it's
Joy-Cons
like-
that connect to the console.
Is that what this is?
Yes.
Because it doesn't.
It is,
Yes.
Yes.
Look in the
Okay,
website.
'cause
Look in the
I'm
website.
looking at this and it's like,
Look at the website. You'll see them separated from this Switch. The closest you'll get to a Switch Pro, the site says. Bait and switch
Damn.
deck. Oh, that's awful.
Clever.
I'm gonna read this. It's funny. For years, countless blogs have clickbait millions into believing that a Switch Pro was just around the corner. One Switch Lite and a Switch OLED later, we decided to tackle the problem ourselves. After stockpiling a considerable amount of ammunition, our lawyers quietly remarked how they would prefer if we abandoned the mercenary plot and instead went back to the shameless plagiarism. Unfortunately for the blog writers, we know how to multitask.
kill switch case, kickstand, and skin. And where are these fucking Joy-Cons? Because it doesn't look like...
It's literally right on the site. You see them separated from the Switch.
Back skin, front skin, trackpad skin, and microfiber cloth. Yeah, but it says what's included, and it doesn't say that the actual Switch Deck stuff is included, though.
No, that's what it says. Our previous Steam Deck case, including the essentials, like case, skin, and that's weird. I assume it does. I'm looking at the images,
Yeah,
and that's
don't
what it looks
assume
like.
that.
Yeah, even like the case has like the Joy-Con stuff on it, so I assume it does. I mean, they wouldn't sell it without the controllers, man. That would be stupid.
Well, you'd think that.
True. Yeah. I'm still waiting for my GameCube Joy-Cons. They're not gonna ship until the end of February. Oh wait, there's more stuff to read. Yakuza 1, Italian 0. When performing competitive research for the Switch Deck, our first impulse was to infiltrate Nintendo's Koto's fortress. After hiring an Italian plumber, we provided him with two things: an adhesive-backed mustache and a plane ticket to Japan. Perhaps it's no surprise that his body was later recovered from the Tokyo Bay.
Come on.
We've had Yakuza problems for a while now. In any event, our backup plan seemed to work just fine. Take a Nintendo Switch out of inventory and rip it off. Checkmate, Miyamoto. This has great sense of humor. But yeah, on to the next topic. Let's make these quick. I want to read this first, though. It's about a dog. And this post went viral. I'm going to post this
speaking
image.
of a dog...
I'm gonna post this image. This dog was posted for adoption, and the way they describe this dog is genuinely hilarious. So I'm gonna read this. This is from I can't read that name. The SPCA. It says, "We've become pros at writing animal adoption posts. With the adorableness we encounter daily, we have tons of material. Sometimes we can sugarcoat the less than desirable traits, like prefers to be an only child. This one stomped us, though. We don't actually have too many nice things to say, so we're just going to come out with it. Meet Ralphie. At first glance, he's an adorable, highly sought-after young dog. People should be banging down our doors for him. We promise you that won't be the case. Ralphie is a terror in a somewhat small package. What could go wrong with a 26-pound dog, right? We're sure you're thinking, my ankles will be just fine. We caution, proceed at your own risk. Our best guess is that Ralphie's cute face got him whatever he wanted, and the boundaries are something he heard people talk about, but they didn't apply to him. His first owners took him board and trained, but the relationship was built on the premise that Ralphie was the boss, so things ended abruptly. He was rehomed 2 weeks into this new home, and he was surrendered to us because, and I quote, annoys our older dog. What they actually meant was Ralphie is a fire-breathing demon and will eat our dog. But hey, he's only 26 pounds. Lots of people withheld Ralphie's less than desirable traits. But we're going to tell you all about it. He's a whole jerk, not even half. Everything belongs to him. If you dare test his ability to possess the thing, wrath will ensue. If you show a moment of weakness, prepared to be exploited. Sounds fun, huh? The ideal home for Ralphie is the mother of dragons, or an adult home free of other animals, with an owner who will lead him calmly and sternly, putting up with zero crap. On the bright side, Ralphie's previous trainer will provide his new adopters with the training tools they believe he needs to be successful in a home. Serious inquiries only. No, no, we will not make exceptions. No takesies, backsies. Kidding, obviously. Give us a call if you're that crazy.
Okay.
I love that. This freaking dog.
I am just going to pull this image up on the stream quickly.
Okay.
That's funny.
Shit, I'm
Okay.
playing a game right now, so I won't be able to see it.
You're good. Well, now to
No.
start with the actual serious topics, and
There we go.
let me know when you're done showing the image, and then I'll start the depression.
Yeah, we're done. We're done with the image. So now we're going to talk about. We're going to preempt the stuff that we had. There's
one on the list that I didn't include, and we do need to talk about this because it's pretty devastating.
Well, first off, we need to talk about Velma.
Oh God, no, we're not talking about that. We're not giving that show attention.
Yeah,
Yes,
but
we are.
No, we are not. No, we're not going to get that
here who has.
is
There's
good.
only one. There's only
So
one.
I'm the only person here who has actually watched this piece of trash.
Why did you watch
And
it?
Wait.
Don't hate watching.
Ask me.
No. Wait.
Mandatory hate watching because this show is trash.
Hold on,
This
no.
show. Oh, by the way,
Did you use-
hey, for the people who said,
Did you use your streaming service or did you sail the seven seas?
implying I have HBO Max.
Oh,
Okay,
thank
good.
God.
He pirated it. Oh, thank God.
I have not had HBO Max since the Snyder Cut that was released. I watched it then, and then, well, I had a free trial, so.
You didn't even, goddamn it, Alex, at least pay for it.
I refuse to get.
I had a free I don't pay for streaming services.
At least pay for Snyder's
I get Amazon Prime free. I get Amazon Prime free with my Prime membership, if I wouldn't use it otherwise.
I refuse to get HBO Max ever since they removed a shit ton of cartoons from there.
Yeah, they removed a
yeah.
shit ton of cartoons and they put Velma on. That's...
Yeah, and Velma, by the way, hey, for everybody who was saying that people hate watching it, got it renewed for a second season, no. Velma was already announced to be at least 2 seasons before it was even released.
Can I explain that? I can explain that. So, for those wondering...
Mindy Kaling's parents are rich. Next question. So,
no, that's not what I...
Velma is awful.
There's a funny thing about the show, though, that we are... There's a funny thing that we're all either forgetting or just don't know about that's pretty funny about Velma, though. You know what rating Dragon Ball Evolution is?
2.6. Yes, I know. I saw the
even the official voice actor for Velma tweeted about it. It's like Jinkies.
Yeah, and
like,
she's one of the biggest SJWs on the planet.
Actually, it's Grey Delisle, the voice of Daphne.
Yeah, and she's one of the biggest SJWs on the planet. And even
nobody
she hated
fucking likes this show. That's the funniest thing. Like Saber Spark did a video and he's like, who the fuck is this show for?
Yes.
And Critical Drinker did a video and he was like, who the fuck is this show for? And Waller did a video and he's like, who the fuck is this show for?
He also tweeted like a short video where Shaggy, where Casey Kasem Shaggy was saying, like, we had a good thing going here, you stupid son of a bitch.
Yeah.
That fake you thing, like.
Yes.
Yeah, I saw that. That was fucking great.
Yeah.
And I also there was a fake you clip of Shaggy railing on the show. Oh, and the funny thing is, there's no reason for this to be called to be
I'm gonna play it right
related
now.
to Scooby-Doo, because Scooby's not in the show yet. We'll get to that eventually, maybe. And the characters are nothing like they are in other Scooby-Doo media. And it's
not even comparable.
like Norville, as he's known. He's a deep-voiced black guy who doesn't do any kind of drugs. Doesn't have any weird speech things. He's not a vegetarian. He doesn't do shit. Like, he's nothing like Shaggy. He's not a fucking... He's a fucking simp. Shaggy was a fucking chick magnet. They didn't even need to try.
Well, the vegetarian thing...
The characteristics are completely fucked up, and it doesn't make any sense why this is called anything related to Scooby-Doo, except for the fact that they wanted to coast on a certain level of name recognition. And there is... You'll never hear me say this, except in this regard. There is a very strange level of nudity in this show.
Yeah.
It's
There's a strange level of nudity and violence in this show, and that's something you'll never hear me say. It is like there's too much sex and violence in this TV show. Oh, and it's like yeah, there's too much sex and violence in this TV show because there's no purpose to it. It's not sexy, it's not provocative. If it's not thought-provoking, there's nothing going on here that makes you wonder what it just makes you wonder, why is this here? The inevitable conclusion that you come to is that it's there to grab headlines and be like, ooh, aren't we edgy? Like, this is a TV show, from fucking 10, 15 years ago. We've seen all of this. We've seen everything that this show has to offer, and then some in... funnily enough, anime from 20 years ago.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of anime that have a better fit with that movie and violence.
There are anime TV there are TV shows and OVAs and movies from over a decade ago now that are more provocative and edgier for their times than they are for and even for modern times than this is. This is trying to be like, like, wink, wink, nudge, nudge, aren't we pushing the boundaries? Haha.
I can do that too.
That kind of thing. And there are no jokes in this. It's not funny. It's Ghostbusters 2016 not funny. Like to the point where you'll have
100%.
You'll have things
dude.
where you'll have things where you're like, is this supposed to be funny, or is this supposed to be are we supposed to find this cringeworthy? Is this supposed to be what is this supposed to be? And it's not anything. And so Velma is the character of Velma is bizarrely antagonistic.
Yeah.
And
God, yeah.
To the point where it baffles the mind. She's bizarrely antagonistic. And in the opening sequence of the first episode, literally beats the shit out of Daphne with a crowbar. And then everything's just okay, because she was just kidding, yo. And then
just
one
a prank,
of the girls,
bro.
they go to her locker, huh?
I said it's just a prank, bro.
Literally.
That's what that was.
Something. Yeah, that is literally something that happens in there. Or is I'm just playing a prank.
Jesus
and then
Christ.
they go to Velma's locker, and a dead body falls out like this is fucking Death Spa. And nobody is operating on any level of logic. Daphne's mom's, because Daphne is now Asian,
She was Indian.
she goes back and forth between looking like a regular human being and looking like an Asian caricature. I'm not even kidding. I fucking wish I was. Oh, I got an AP up. That's cool. I'm gonna give that to Sora.
Oh,
Yeah,
for Sora?
Daphne goes back and forth between looking like a regular human being who you wouldn't... Who funnily enough, has orange skin. Like they say, oh, as an Asian American, and it's like really, I couldn't tell. Oh, you were Asian, and you don't have any. And then you go to like the shots where she looks like she looks like Mickey Rooney in Breakfast at Tiffany's.
Oh, I said, what about?
And it's like, yeah, that's
Kind. Or so funny.
that was what came to mind too.
So
Deep
funny.
Blue something, and like I don't get it. I don't get it. Like, this is supposed to be a progressive show allegedly, and then it's got all this absurdly racist humor in it. Very much at the expense of various races, creeds, and sexualities.
I feel like
He's like, they make fun of.
I just
Yeah, they make
realized.
fun of.
I just realized. I know what the show's made for.
Nobody.
Only for the
calling?
person. Only for the person who made it and no one else. This is their
Yeah.
show.
Yeah, probably.
A lot of things don't
So
really
they win. So they win. They win forever.
A lot of stuff really just feels like it was just added in just for the sake of wanting to say we can do that too.
Well, there's a bunch of stuff where it's like filler jokes where they've clearly just gone with whatever the hell came to mind. It's like a stream of consciousness almost, where they've like written. We'll just write whatever, We'll put down whatever comes to mind. I'd almost say, because I originally thought that Ghostbusters 2016 was like a tediously scripted out, purposeful cringe humor style of movie, and then I found out that most of it was ad-lib. And then you watch this, and I would have sworn if this was live action, I would have said all of this was just made up on the spot, because none of it makes any sense. It doesn't flow. There's no setup, there's no payoff. It's basically just offhanded comments. And okay, so Daphne's moms go to tell her, go to tell Velma, okay, if you don't solve this mystery, the sheriff is going to indict you. And I'm like,
Indict?
Yeah, the sheriff is going to prosecute you for this murder. And nobody
Why?
thinks to have any
It doesn't
logical.
work that way.
Hey, why would she store the dead body in her own locker? Or what motive did she have to kill the girl in the first place? It's outside of basic bitch nonsense.
Yeah, aside from her being all disgusting in terms of her personality.
Oh yeah.
All right. I only have an hour left, so we should probably wrap this up soonish.
I'm just gonna go ahead and wrap this up and say, hey, like, I've only seen the first 2 episodes. I don't know if there are any more out, but the plot makes no fucking sense.
There are
and the
4
jokes
episodes.
There are 4. Oh, there are 4 episodes out. Okay. I'm presuming that based on Saber Sparks' review, the plot continues to make no sense and the jokes are still not funny.
There's 4 too many.
Yeah. But it's still been renewed for a 2nd season, and I'm just waiting for this to get written off.
I don't think it's going to get written off, man.
That show was probably
desperately
also
written
greenlit so it can be canceled and used as a tax write-off later.
It probably won't be. I mean, maybe a tax write-off. I mean, Warner Brothers is literally out of money. Like, they're so desperate for money that they're suing the Batman Gate guy for, and I quote, illegally writing a Batman story they didn't authorize, which, didn't you guys pay him to do that, first off?
Yeah, I was gonna say.
It doesn't...
Like, wasn't this...
The funny...
You guys actually...
The funny...
I thought you guys were running out of money. Do you really have time for frivolous lawsuits?
It's funny because apparently the Batman 2 might be canceled if it's not cheap enough to make.
Cheap enough to make?
Project.
You're making a Batman movie. That's anything but cheap.
Yeah,
well, it's also a guaranteed moneymaker, pretty much, so...
Yeah, it's stupid, and
like,
apparently James Gunn is there to cut cost on every single thing. And that's, like, his main objective.
That's definitely gonna happen. Mr. Or I hired Michael Rooker to be in 5 minutes of my fucking movie. Mr. I heard Pete Davidson to be in 5 minutes of my fucking movie. Hey, Mr. I hired you get my point.
Yeah,
Pete
Yeah.
Davidson,
it's
the guy
messy.
that's always.
I don't
There's
expect Warner
another
Bros.
guy just
Discovery
like
to last
Shaggy
3 years.
who.
They're gonna get sold off to Disney, and it's
No,
gonna
I'm
be
betting
embarrassing when it
Universal.
happens.
I'm betting Universal buys them all.
I hope so
Oh,
because
God.
Universal needs some help.
But yeah, I'm gonna
Well,
go. I'm gonna
Universal-
start the topics because
Yeah.
we need to start. We need to get through these.
Just,
Okay, so I'm
just
gonna
to let
start
you
the
know,
first topic.
We'll go through another, and then we'll talk about The Last of Us.
one last
Give me
thing
one
about
more
Velma,
season
and
of
this is short.
The
And
Last of Us 2 when it's really bad.
it's really
No, we're
bad.
not talking about the last. No, we're not doing that. So,
You have to, Ben.
all right, hey, so
I promised it in the video
first topic. First topic.
That's
So, on what day was it? Let me just double check. I don't know the date for this, but on
21st of
last week
September.
on last week, Slick Goku, whose real name was Reggie, passed away from a severe seizure.
I only heard the name. Who is this guy?
He was a YouTuber who played Slick Goku, this Super Saiyan 4 gangster like Goku, who was genuinely really funny. And he did collaborations with people like Devil Artemis, the Gohan verse, and so on and so forth. And he has sadly passed away.
Damn.
Ow.
what
No,
happened.
from
He
seizure?
got a seizure.
Oh,
man.
God, that's worse.
What
I
happened?
think he died like in his 20s.
Wait, what happened to him? I couldn't.
Seizure.
A seizure.
Oh shit!
It's one thing if you got cancer. At least you know you're gonna go soon. But a seizure, Jesus, you don't know if that's coming or not.
Oh
Mhm.
shit! So it was more out of the blue, just like
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh
Just out
yeah,
of nowhere.
today is the anniversary of the day that my girlfriend's mother got sent to the hospital, and tomorrow is going to be the anniversary of my girlfriend's passing. So
Oh, dude.
basically,
hear
the
that, man.
lesson here is just live every day, like let people know how you appreciate them because you just never know when it's going to be your time.
Yeah.
And Slick Goku nor my girlfriend's mother knew that their time came. So, that's the takeaway from Slick Goku's death. Just
What the?
2023 sucks. First, we almost lost Jeremy Reynolds. We lost a bunch
Jeremy
of other great
Renner?
people. Yeah, and then now we lost fucking Slick Goku. Why? Why? Okay, so anyway, so they opened up his family has opened up a GoFundMe for his funeral,
yeah.
which was about $10,000, and his fans have raised over $23,000. They're about to hit 24,000. So yeah, like, fuck, man, this one hit me. Not gonna lie.
I mean, I didn't know him, and I never really watched his videos, but I know that he had it. But mortality's a bitch, so best
Mhm.
wishes to his family.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. All right, so to the next topic. Damn it, that one hurts. All right. The
Yep.
TNMT designs were leaked. I tried loading up the page, but it's gone now, so I can't even show you guys. So we're
What
just gonna,
TMNT designs?
So there's
the one for Mutant Mayhem, the new Seth Rogen movie.
these aren't too bad actually. They when Rogan said that he would touch more upon them about them being teenagers, he really wasn't kidding. Like you see Donatello with like taped up glasses. Another, I think Michelangelo's got like
That's from the 2012 show though.
2012 show.
Yeah.
I don't remember the 2012 show doing that.
Yeah, the 2012 show is the one where he had the taped glasses.
I don't remember him having taped glasses at the least.
Hang on.
Like apparently Raphael's wearing a do-rag.
That's from the Michael Bay movie.
What?
Anyways, I'm going to the next topic. Forsaken is a fucking nightmare.
Oh, wait a second. No, that was... Okay, so the taped-up goggles are from the Michael Bay movie, too.
I thought Forsaken was that race in World of Warcraft that's undead.
No, it's the Square video game that's on.
Yeah, okay, so the do-rag is from the Michael Bay movie.
Why?
The taped-up glasses are from the Michael Bay movie.
Why is Seth Rogen reusing stuff from the Michael Bay movie?
I don't know.
I swear to fucking God, if Leo has, like, a reed vest on and Mikey has like a shell necklace with sunglasses hooked into it, that is... They're just gonna be reusing stuff from the Michael Bay film.
The looks weren't that bad.
Yes, I know. Michael Bay didn't direct that film.
The looks weren't that bad. I'm
Produced
gonna be
it,
honest though. Like they fit their characters.
Oh, I'm not gonna diss the designs. Okay, I am gonna diss the Michael Bay designs because the turtles are way too fucking big. But like
Themselves are a little
the
weird.
accoutrements that the turtles had in that film and the sequel. Oh, the sequel is much better, by the way. Hey, you know, I'm not gonna diss that. The equipment they had was fucking great.
We should get to the next topic. We're going off track.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right.
Welcome to the Mehcast.
So Forsaken.
Is this your first episode?
But yeah, for Forsaken has been being torn to shreds. It's under 70% on Metacritic. The game
Forsaken?
runs like garbage, even on the console it was made for, and it looks far worse than any of the trailers have initially shown. And that's not talking about the Rick and Morty writing that it has.
I don't even know what this is.
Forsaken.
Because Square didn't even advertise the damn thing. I didn't even know it was coming out until I saw people shitting on it. It's like Square gave up on it, because the last major thing I heard about was when they released that big demo for everyone, and it was torn to shreds because of how empty and boring the world was.
Zigbar.
And Square essentially pushed back the game by like a year and a half or something like that. And I think by that point they're like, okay, people aren't going to buy this. This game is PR shit all over it. We're not going to be able to clean it. We're just gonna push it out. Fuck the optimization. We're just gonna leave it as it is. Fuck this game. And they just released it, and it sucks.
Oh wow!
What a shock!
Yeah. Let's talk about the Suicide Squad game. We talked about how it had a live service, right?
Yes, at some point.
So there have been some story leaks, two particular ones, and guess what they both involve? Don't tell them, Kevin.
Oh, I know what it involves, so you're gonna have to
Flashpoint.
Why is everything revolving around Flashpoint?
Let's do the Flashpoint again.
Okay, so there are two plot leaks. I'm going to focus on what each one does with Flashpoint. The first one had the Flashpoint reset the Arkhamverse, which leads into the story. The second one had Project Flashpoint, where the Suicide Squad's main goal was to, well, not main goal, but one of the objectives that they get is to rescue the Flash so that he can pull off a Flashpoint to prevent the Earth from being destroyed, because it was basically game over at that point.
Mm-hmm.
And the Justice League had this Flashpoint system in place where if shit gets that bad, they'll have Flash just pull off a Flashpoint to try and undo the damage.
Stupid.
Yeah. And apparently for that part of the
This is
story...
why you don't introduce time travel into your story. Then the people will start
Apparently,
using that as a cure-all.
for that second story, it ended with the Suicide Squad doing a Halo Reach, with the game ending with a sort of cliffhanger with the Flash being picked up by Wonder Woman.
Okay.
And that's it.
That's it?
Yeah.
Look, man, I don't mind time travel or time travel anything in my media. You know, that's why I love the Back to the Future trilogy. That's why I love Doctor Who to a certain extent. But how many times are we going to use Flashpoint as a plot anything?
We just have
in
Superboy
DC
Prime. I'm punch a hole in time again, because Because last time he did that, it got better.
I want Superboy Prime to punch a hole in time so that we can never have to deal with Flashpoint again.
Also, why would you have the Flash do a Flashpoint as your last resort to restore the world? Wouldn't you, I don't know, look for another universe or something like that, man? I mean,
Fucking hell, Zigbar.
You
Maybe
already,
just
you
figure
already
out
have
how
the
to not let it
multiverse,
get to that
man.
point
Why
in the
would you
first
want
place.
to? Why would you want to screw up the world again by doing another Flashpoint?
Because it's clear. Because the writers aren't.
member berries. You remember the Flash, right? You remember Flashpoint?
Here's how.
You've seen the Flashpoint paradox, right?
Here's how I see it. Flashpoint at this point is like going to a very shitty restaurant and ordering the same shitty pizza, but with one single topping that's different every single time, and it's still shitty. You got one with mushrooms, still shitty. One with sausage, still shitty. One with I don't fucking know, jelly beans, still shitty. That's how I see it when it comes to Flashpoint. Now, if they go to another multiverse, if they go to another universe and use the fucking multiverse and take advantage of it, that's pretty much just going to another restaurant you know is fucking good or you hope is good. Why don't they just do that? They know their Earth has got their shit. Why would you do another?
Well, the Arkhamverse is also already finished. We don't care anymore.
Joker's
The only
dead.
thing I
We
want,
stopped
no,
caring
the only
after
thing,
Arkham Knight.
no, the
Wait,
only thing,
Joker's
the only
dead.
thing, hang on.
We
The only
love
thing
it.
I want to see is that Superman game Rocksteady wanted to make. They're not, but the old WB won't let them make it, and the new
game that
WB is forcing live service bullshit into the game because they're out of money.
That's not a game that Rockstar pitched.
Yeah.
That's actually a fan that pitched the open world Superman game. That was actually
No,
fan
that was
pitched.
no. Rocksteady wanted to make a Superman game. They even included teases into
They
Arkham
also
Knight
wanted
about
to
it.
make a Ninja Turtles game.
They
But
show the-
Warner Brothers, in their infinite wisdom, told them no and forced them to make a Suicide Squad game.
Why is Captain Boomerang using a gun in that?
Why
By
is
That's
King
what I'm
Shark
confused.
using a gun?
That's
You
what
say
I'm
Because King
confused
Shark?
about.
Shark should be King Shark should be the guy who rolls in
Oh,
and
you said
rips
King
shit up,
Shark.
and Boomerang should use his I don't know boomerangs. It's in the fucking
They
name.
use the scout. Fucking King Shark is the tank.
Is the heavy?
Yeah, he's the heavy. Captain Boomerang is what the.
Captain
fucking-
Boomerang's like the soldier.
Sure. Okay, let's go soldier.
We're talking
I was
TF2.
like,
Yeah,
I
and-
was like the
now.
support.
Deadshot is.
Sniper.
Sniper.
Deadshot
Yes,
is definitely
let's go
sniper.
Yeah.
Why
Deadshot
isn't he
sniper.
British
Why
or
would
drinking?
when you give King Shark like a giant ass minigun, it makes sense considering his size. But Captain
I can
Boomerang,
see giving King Shark a minigun, but
Why
it
would you give
loses out on the melee
then
combat.
why would you
that
give
he should be
Captain
engaging
Boomerang?
in.
Why would you give Captain Boomerang just a bunch of dinky pistols? Doesn't the whole point of his character
I
that he uses
think-
boomerangs? He's
Well, I think what they're trying to do is make this viable as as kind of like a Fortnite style team
your
shooter.
Fortnite, man. Just
Like
do
a
Team
combination.
Fortress.
They're probably trying to make a combination of Team Fortress 2 and Fortnite.
How about just Team
That
Fortress?
That game everybody hates for some reason.
Fortnite is the only reason Fortnite is really is too simple. It's too simple and yet it's too long. It's hide and seek the fucking game and with some crafting mechanics that just happen to be in there and some nonsensical
Well,
crossovers.
I like Fortnite.
I hate
don't
Fortnite.
play it as much as I
I hate
used
it.
to.
I hate
But
it,
it's
man.
like it's not a
Judah
it's not a game
Conzo
I'd
also
see
hates Fortnite.
putting a suicide
Come
squad
on.
game
The
into
only reason
into,
people
you know?
like that game is because of the crafting mechanics and because of the nonsensical crossovers. I hate it because it's an okay game that's
It's
only
a fun shooter.
yeah, I hate it because
Okay,
it's
we're
an okay
going
game
off
that
topic,
just
guys. I'm
Okay,
ending
go
the
back to-
topic.
Okay,
going back to
I'm just
Suicide
gonna
Squad.
say before we move on, this Suicide Squad game feels like it would have been like really topical about 10 years ago, back when Team Fortress clones were a really big deal. You know?
Overwatch,
10, 12
that
years
kind of
ago.
thing. Why would it's so weird, man? Like Captain Boomerang has got more than one kind of boomerang. Any DC fan knows that. Any casual,
Well, yeah, it's like
any casual
it's
fan
like
knows
making
that.
Green Arrow use guns.
Well, the thing is, Green Arrow. Well, I could see Green Arrow using him if, say, I don't know, he's just starting out. right? And then he figures out, okay, yeah, I can just use my fucking bow because I'm Green Arrow. But the thing is, no one does that for a reason. No, like if you do that with Captain Boomerang, that's just another dude with a gun. You do that with Green Arrow, it's just another dude with a gun. Just give him the damn boomerangs. What is so hard?
Yeah.
What is so hard about just having these characters stick to their main weaponry? Because you gotta make new animations, bro. Dude, it's simple. Have animations of him throwing, have animations of him catching, have animations of him picking up. And then you could change the
WB
skin
doesn't want to
look
animate things, Gizmo. It's clear to me
lazy.
ever since NetherRealm's Mortal Kombat.
11. Mortal Kombat 11. A lot of their animations are weird even up to that level. Sure, some of it is improved, but
We're
look
getting
at the
off
way
topic,
look
guys.
at the way Terminator
Okay.
is
Yeah.
animated.
All right.
It's
Okay,
just shit like
Ben,
this.
go ahead and move us on to the next
All
topic.
right.
Suicide Squad game looks like
The
trash, I think
Simpsons.
is
The
is about it.
Simpsons. All right. The Simpsons Hit and Run soundtrack was released by Disney digitally out of nowhere.
Cool.
Does that imply a remaster? Why would Disney release this?
No, people release soundtracks like that all the time, and for basically no reason. And I remember seeing a Lady Hawk soundtrack get released, and that it wasn't for like an anniversary. I don't think it was just kind of like, oh, we've got this, let's put this out here, or somebody's gonna buy it.
Apu is a playable character.
I know,
in
but it's
Simpsons
weird
Hit and
because
Run. They
Disney
couldn't do
usually
it.
doesn't release their music like this. Like they haven't even released their music on their Kingdom Hearts music on Spotify. But the Simpsons Hit and Run, why that?
Kingdom Hearts is different because that has like a bunch of stuff from two different companies, maybe even three, mushed together.
Disney owns all of it, though.
There was a shitload of Kingdom Hearts music on Pandora back in the day.
Pandora.
Disney owns all of it, though.
Because it used to play on my Crush 40 radio when I was listening to it. But then they killed the Crush 40 radio station, and so, you know, they only ever had one album of theirs anyways, and it wasn't even in all of it.
I think of this as a good sign. Because, okay, maybe Disney's not gonna, have like an HD remake, but this is a good sign that maybe we might get something Simpsons related that's good.
Yeah.
They
can't remake Hit and Run because Apu is a playable character in Simpsons Hit and Run.
Well, that they could leave the Apu segments out, but that would just make it.
Oh god, yeah, because Apu is offensive.
Nah, it's just people bitching that he's got.
God damn! Fuck the guy who canceled him too. God.
Okay.
And Funk Hank Azaria for caving in.
Yeah, he's become one of them now.
God.
All right. Should I go to the next topic? Yeah.
Yes, please
might as
do
well.
it before I go on a tirade.
There's some Power Ranger drama you posted, Alex, posted by Toku Chris.
Oh yeah, we talked about that on during the Mario Party stream because that was too funny not to talk about.
Okay, so have we talked about the Rick thing yet? The Rick and Morty thing with.
Oh no, actually, I have to talk about a different piece of Power Rangers drama now that you brought that up. So, there are a bunch of entitled fucking weirdos in this fandom, and I have no idea why. Power Rangers Dino Fury, is now leading into a show called Cosmic Fury, and Cosmic Fury is going to be using the Zords from Q Ranger, but original suits made by Hasbro. And the suits look like absolute garbage, and people are fixated on something that isn't the damn suits. They're fixated on the fact that we have a white woman taking the place of the Red Ranger when the Red Ranger in the last season was black.
Okay.
like this isn't a fucking tradition in Power Rangers, of having different characters take on different roles in different seasons. And so, as a black person, and this is very hurtful to me because it's like taking away representation, and feels like we're demoting the Black Ranger who's the Black Red Ranger who's taking up a different position. And now, as if that hasn't happened before, as if that hasn't happened and with every fucking Ranger in the past. That's because Rangers change colors between seasons sometimes, guys. You don't always have Rangers sticking to the same colors between seasons, and sometimes Rangers leave.
Didn't they replace Jason David Frank in Turbo with a black Power Ranger?
Yeah, we've had plenty of Black Red Rangers, guys. And we've
Oh
had
my
we've had
God.
a female Red before. So this isn't fucking new. Samurai Red, the real Samurai Red was a woman. And if you guys remember that,
Yes.
I know we have the memory of fucking Goldfish around here in this fucking series is for
Forget
some
that
reason because we still think that the show will be good. We hold on to the desperate hope that the show will possibly be good after her seasons upon seasons of them making the same mistakes over and over again, and as if
Over and over again.
and we never learn and we never
Over and
stop
over.
giving them our fucking attention and money.
It's all
but
that I did.
now we're never going to get Q Ranger figures. I hope you're fucking happy about this, guys. Is because we're fixated on the races of the Rangers and not talking about the fact that Cosmic Fury looks like goddamn garbage because they have foam muscles in the suits
Come on.
and the spandex is still the same shitty material they've been using since fucking Dino Charge.
Didn't they do that muscle thing in Power Rangers in Space when they got those upgrades?
In Space had battleizers, so kind of, not really. This is like the overly muscled, powerful Rangers comics, or the Image comics, because Image did a Zeo comic and it was illustrated by Rob Liefeld. So naturally, everybody is
Tiny feet.
overly muscled and tiny feet, overly muscled and buff, to the point where it's patently absurd. But I'll still defend Rob Liefeld because at least his art style was fucking unique.
Yeah, but you can't help but make fun of the tiny feet. I can already hear my dad coming up from the grave saying, "Fuck you" for making fun of him now.
Yeah. But then you also have okay, so there's been literal toxic entitled fandom discourse. People love to bandy this term about, but this is the most entitled whining I have ever heard in my life. It's like, oh, you're worried about the representation you get from a fucking children's superhero show. Boo fucking who? The only representation I've ever had as a Red Ranger was Tommy, and he's fucking dead. He's never coming back. Heck, there are no more Native American Red Rangers, and the best of them who's ever lived
Sorry.
is gone.
Sorry,
Alex, you're a Native
never
American?
return.
Yes.
Yes.
Really?
My hero.
Oh, here's what's also
Yes,
bad about that.
My
Even
childhood hero. Oh, the guy who literally was the we have a Native American guy who likes martial arts and has long hair and it likes the color green. That's
Tommy was Native.
that is the best representation I've ever had.
We're going a bit
any
too long,
show.
Alex.
Oh, and he left. He's gone. And he left during Turbo. Oh, and then he returned during Dino Thunder. And that was cool, but he wasn't the Red Ranger anymore. He was a mentor character, because that's what tends to happen in this stuff.
Especially when you get older.
Your characters, as things shift around, the more experienced Rangers tend not to stick around in advanced leadership roles. Well, they kind of go into the background a little bit. But now Jason David Frank is dead, and Tommy, he is likely dead along with him. If they know what the hell they're doing. And God, I don't know. I don't want to think about who their Green Ranger is going to be. I hope JDF have either recorded something before he died or something else. Because if they try to do a Rise of Skywalker on Tommy, I am going to take my 3 shares of Hasbro that I own, and I am going to email the CEO and say, hey, hi, I'm a shareholder in your company. I am very disappointed in you guys.
Alex,
I am done with
Ben
my
is trying to
self-righteous
tell
rant.
you that time's up.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
done with my
going to the next
self-righteous rant.
topic.
You can go on.
All right, fine. Let me get back to the list.
Well, There's
was
one
a
thing.
All right.
mouthful.
So okay, that it. Justin
have to kill this topic.
Roland faces felony
Oh, yeah.
domestic violence charges.
Wait, who?
Who created Rick and
Justin
Morty?
Roiland, one of the creators of Rick and Morty.
The voice of Rick and Morty, too. He has been charged with domestic battery and false imprisonment.
And if you read the text messages between him and the girl involved, it sounds like Morty is texting her. Oh man.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, jeez. Oh, don't tell the news about me beating the shit out of you. Oh, jeez.
Oh, God.
Oh, fuck.
Lord, woman,
I'm
will
surprised-
you
Oh,
relent?
You exaggerate, but that's literally what it is.
I'm surprised. I'm surprised.
And the fact that
he
we
hasn't been fired from any company he's worked at.
Oh, don't you know? Warner Brothers loves domestic abusers. That's why they still have
True.
Amber Heard employed.
And Mindy
Yeah,
Kaling,
and
and
Ezra Miller.
they allowed Mindy
Oh yeah,
Kaling.
Mindy
Ezra
Kaling.
Miller.
Oh,
That's
this
so
is
Mindy
funny.
Kaling thing.
This is
also
funny. In the wake of several allegations against Justin, Adult Swim has fired Justin and placed Doug Walker and Malcolm Ray in the roles of Rick and Morty.
Wait,
That-
Say that again, Ben?
That's
I'll
a
say that
it's a
again.
joke, but that would be fucking
Joke.
great.
I'm just gonna post the post in
Because-
broadcast chat because that's funny.
You
Like,
had me for a second there.
I would watch the hell out of that.
Yes.
Because like
Their impressions are spot on.
They
Yeah.
are.
Well, maybe not Malcolm, but the Rick voice
You know-
is spot on.
Hey, I will
If-
say this: if they replace Justin with Rick and with Doug and Malcolm, or bring in the Australian Rick voice, no one would complain. That would be amazing.
No, that would be great. That would actually be a marked improvement because over the years, because I have watched
Get in the car,
enough Rick and
Morty.
Morty. Over the years,
Get in the bloody
Rick
car,
and Morty voices
Morty!
have started to grate on me a little.
Really?
I like the
I
show.
mostly
posted
just
it in
Morty.
But I
the
can
news
understand
channel
that.
on Ace's
Oh,
Discord.
jeez, Rick!
Especially considering Morty has Justin Roiland used Morty's voice in that shitty video game recently.
Oh,
And
right.
the
I've already
gun,
talking
I
about the
hate
bug
the gun's
gun?
voice.
Apparently, the most shit the game has gotten is using AI art and voice acting, which is real
Yeah.
shitty.
You can, well, apparently what they did was they used like an AI for like background generation from or texture generation from images they already owned. So that's basically what it was fucking made for. Or so congratulations, good use of AI there.
Oh, is it actual good use of AI?
Yeah, they were like from what I
Okay.
read, I think they were using the AI. They trained the AI from images they owned on to create like
Okay.
background textures and things
Okay,
like that.
that is smart use of
which is-
AI. All right.
Yeah, that's what the AI stuff like that was made for.
All right, cool. Well,
Like,
yeah,
people using it to clone art are basically
Yeah.
that is outside the intended realms.
Meanwhile,
Alright,
I'm just Goomba stomping on
Alright, next-
Zalden.
next topic. The Passion of the Christ sequel will begin filming in this spring.
There's a Passion
Yep.
of the Christ sequel?
They're gonna make a
Yeah!
sequel
Yeah,
out of
Passion
it.
of the Christ 2, who Jesus harder.
When
It's
he
called-
I'm
laid
going-
out the first
The movie
sin.
is called
Kick
The
the
Passion of
first
the Christ Resurrection. Of course it is.
We already have Passion of the
Is
Christ.
Chris Tucker going to be in it?
The guy who originally played Jesus is returning, and Mel Gibson is
Jim
involved.
Caviezel, yes.
Yeah, is Chris Tucker
I love
also
Jim
gonna be in
Caviezel.
it?
He's a great actor.
We talked about this before. Can we talk about how awful the development that was? That man was struck by lightning twice and survived.
Yeah. Well, do you want to know what happened in the production of the original Jesus Christ Superstar movie?
I will. Yeah, tell us.
Yeah, so that happened. Like, not exactly, but like the first time when they were filming the crucifixion scene in Jesus Christ Superstar, her for the first take, a storm kicked up. It was like it was black out there, and like Ted, they'd already strapped Ted Neely up to the cross, and everybody was like freaking out, running all over the place, and Ted was still up on the cross, and Tim
Guess I'll die
Miller,
now.
or no, Norman Jewison, and Norman, the director of the film, had to get on his megaphone and shout, "Now get him down from there!" Because it like went black, and there was so much rain you couldn't see shit. So, like, he almost got struck by lightning during the sudden thunderstorm that kicked up during that.
Damn.
So, Ben, how do you feel about this Alden boss fight?
I don't know.
You've never gotten to it?
Wait, what are you
So
talking
I want to talk about
about?
the Last of Us show.
Yeah, I'm hearing a lot of.
So there's a new episode of the Last of Us TV show coming out tonight.
We're
on
not talking
HBO
about that
I
Max.
don't care.
I've only seen the
I'm
first
going to
episode.
stomp my foot on this. No.
It's really good.
Really?
No. Fuck you. No, it's
Yeah.
not.
Like, legitimately, it's really good. Like,
No, it
Pedro
is not.
Pascal is amazing as Joel.
We gonna have
the
war.
biggest-
Ding, ding, ding.
Have you seen the show, Ben?
I refuse to watch it with all the bullshit
Okay,
around it.
you should watch it. It's really good.
Did they fix the daughter's
thing I can
casting?
say. Okay, so there's a really weird thing. There's a girl who looks exactly like who you'd expect Ellie to.
Okay.
Who within like the after the zombie apocalypse happens, and there's a girl who looks exactly like Ellie, who you'd expect Ellie to. But she gets killed almost immediately, and then we're left with the girl we have, and she does a pretty good job as Ellie. The only thing is I'm persistently distracted by her 5 head.
And the shape
Castings to me
of
just
an
don't
L
look like the
on her
characters.
thigh
Like Joel is
head.
good,
Like,
but then Ellie looks like crap. No offense to the actress, but it's just not
She-
good casting.
she's very obviously British. Like
Yeah.
you know how Henry Cavill, you can tell he's British based on his teeth.
No.
Because he never had braces when he was a kid, because braces aren't really a thing over in England. And it's kind of a similar thing with Bella Ramsey. She has like her the way her teeth are, or you can call it fairly from a fairly large distance. But she captures the attitude I'd expect Ellie to have quite well.
I never had braces.
So far,
either.
the big changes they had to the zombies, to the clickers, haven't reared any major,
Oh, they will. They removed.
haven't made
Remember
any-
the
Oh yeah, I
fungus?
know.
They removed that from the show.
But
Why
Just
though?
the Mungus.
They're
so
stupid.
far it seems like they've compensated fairly well. But in the opening sequence of the movie, like before, like while the
So-
zombie apocalypse is happening, I can't help but think that like Rick Grimes is over in Atlanta, waking up from his coma, you know,
Yeah.
and I wondered like what would happen, and because everybody here has played The Last of Us, right?
Yes, I love that game.
Yeah.
Okay.
I hate
Hey,
Naughty Dog for how they
you know
did
how
it.
spoilers for
Evan.
The Last of Us, by the way, the game is almost a decade old now, but spoilers for The Last of Us. So, like they get separated Resident Evil 2 style from him and his brother Tommy. Joel and his brother Tommy get separated Resident Evil 2 style by a crashing truck, and so he has to. They have to take. Joel takes his daughter, and
Who's
he's, like,
black
carrying
in the
her in his
show
arms.
now? I guess.
Joel.
Yeah, that
Joel
was a little bit
Holmes?
strange, but it's not really that big of a deal, and she's only in it momentarily, anyways. And
Right.
she does a pretty good
That's
job.
kind of a big deal,
I
though.
like
Why
her.
would you bother making a
It was
excuse like
real-
that if she's gonna make
Yeah,
it?
like the point was that she was supposed to look somewhat like Ellie to an extent. And that
Yeah,
didn't-
and now she doesn't look anything like Ellie. Hey, so that's kind of a not a great thing for the immersion and for the way it's supposed to work. Although, I do I do like how they executed Joel's perspective for that. Because even though like she doesn't look exactly like Ellie, she kind of reminds Ellie kind of reminds him of her. So in the beginning of The Last of Us, as you know, the scene with the soldier
Yeah.
who shoots the daughter,
Yeah.
her, I couldn't help but wonder, like if this had been taking place in Raccoon City, hey, this scene would have gone very different.
Oh yeah.
You're in Raccoon City. It's a
Like if that had been Chris Redfield, it would have gone on very different.
But yeah, we should go to the
There's
next
a lot of
topic.
great attention to detail in the show. Like they have the Gore Lieberman shirt, although I wish because it took place the apocalypse takes place in 2003. So you have the Gore Lieberman shirt. Or if it had taken place in 2004, I think it would have been funnier. Or because then you could have had like a Carrie Edwards shirt too. But as far as like background dressing goes, it's really neat. They've got a lot of cool stuff going on. I think they captured the essence of it fairly well, but I wish these somewhat generic zombie apocalypse storylines would all have crossovers, because this should be taking place in the same universe as The Walking Dead, I think.
Probably because of how different the zombies are, though.
Oh yeah, I know. They were trying to go for like
And
more
right.
realistic zombies, because the cordyceps fungus is a real thing in real life. But yeah.
At least there's
And I was also thinking like if this was crossed over with like Resident Evil or something like that, and I can't help but feel like the cordyceps, the super cordyceps that happens in this would be a that would just be like Albert Wesker, who is like trotting along, dum-de-dum. I'll just leave this bioengineered fungus that's in Raccoon City on my way out. I've got to go off to an island somewhere and fuck around.
the real Albert Wesker.
I also, what would have been funny? They could have tied that in, because you know how Wesker's a clone?
Yeah.
They could have tied Welcome to Raccoon City, not Welcome to Raccoon City. They could have tied the Resident Evil Netflix show into that by saying that like the Albert Wesker in that is like the Albert Wesker who created all of the clones that either like died in the one that became him Wesker, and have them have basically the same personality, kind of like they did, and he's just like I wanted to see what I'd look like as a white boy. He looked pretty damn good, but if you ask me. But then they didn't do anything funny with it. It was just stupid. Because Wesker died in a volcano, so I kind of wonder how they were supposed to square that. But Wesker came back to life before, so who the fuck knows? Anyways, we can move on. I'm done. I'm done
Alright,
rambling.
fine. Alright. Next, oh yeah, did we talk about the GameCube controller returning to the Switch, or?
Oh yeah, so there's a GameCube Joy-Con thing.
Yeah, so
That
it's essentially...
And they advertised it, well, it kind of looks like a Wavebird, too.
It's actually an entire controller.
But yeah, that controller that the
well, you can pop off. You can pop it off and use it as Joy-Cons, though.
Yeah, you can put on the. You can use it as like its own controller. You can put it on the Steam Deck. You can essentially, you can use it as like any controller. And also, what the main, I want to talk about this. I want to talk about this. The main advertising point for this controller is, I shit you not, will never have drift.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were about to say that it has fresh brownies inside.
Fresh brownies or chocolate chip cookie. This is my shit cube. This is
the
my
item was selling so
station.
well, they had to.
I wish Asa was in this chat. He'd know what I'm talking
about. Yeah, he probably is.
Why does the healing have a delayed effect in this game sometimes?
It doesn't.
I don't know.
We're just stacking up commands.
Fresh brownies inside.
I'm going to play Bayonetta with this controller. I just want to say.
I would.
Anyone would. honestly.
There's a lot of games that actually play well on GameCube style controllers. Like I played Ninja a lot on the Switch. It's a really good free to play game. I had this like HoriPad GameCube like controller, and it had everything. It had like HD rumble, motion. It had NFC. It played really well with Ninja a lot, and like I think it's because they like upgraded everything. Like they made the buttons a little bigger, the joysticks bigger. The GameCube controllers, you never know how well they might work with a lot of games.
Well, the GameCube controller is basically like if you'd have added another shoulder button, that would be the definitive controller. Also, like clicks
Oh yeah,
buttons underneath the joystick. So if you put buttons underneath the joysticks and add another shoulder button, and that is the definitive controller.
That's the beauty of a lot of.
Unfortunately, that never happened during the GameCube's lifespan. So
That's the beauty of a lot of these third-party controllers, though, is that now they're putting in the improvements that should have happened years ago, like the joysticks clicking.
Oh god,
Marluxia's
doing his Marluxia's trying to do his ape shit thing. Get off of me!
No.
Bad touch, bad touch.
Maybe you and me ain't nothing but mammals. Let's do it like they do in the.
Marluxia's a man.
He is.
A very androgynous man.
Looks like a lady.
I see it's just effective. Yeah, it's super effective.
And some people might not know this, but Marluxia is voiced by the same guy who plays Blue in Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends.
And Lord
Man, what an idea! An actual Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends. Man, I wish I would.
Been a long time since I thought about that show.
God, I wish I would have thought of that.
It would have been nice if they made a decent game out of that.
Yeah,
they're making a new show.
I have no faith that it will be any good.
It's from the original
maybe
creator.
I'll be wrong. I have no faith that'll be any good. Maybe I'll be proven
You're making another Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends?
Yeah, the premise is that it's before Mac comes. It's like the morning kind of deal while Mac is at school. So
like adventures before he comes by at Foster's Home.
Yeah.
Isn't that already a thing though?
No, because the show was about with Mac. This is without Mac specifically.
I'm pretty sure they had adventures. I'm pretty sure they had episodes where
Oh yeah, they did. But like, oh my fucking god, two zombies.
Yeah, like when Blue gets his own room.
When they have to deal
with Resident Evil 2.
Remember
oh
when
my god, I opened the door and two zombies walk right out to my face. I don't like it.
I am playing WoW.
Of Resident Evil 2. Okay.
I should probably make a character.
Oh my god, he doesn't go down!
Which one?
Stay down! I shot you like 50 times in the head!
What zombie are you facing? What
zombie?
Describe to me what the zombies look like.
Where did the zombie
literally just his face is literally just a skeleton right now. I've shot him in the head 50 times and he still won't go down. I'm stabbing him in the face.
And headshots will only kill zombies if you make the head explode.
I know.
Depends on the zombie, but yeah.
It depends. I've killed zombies with one headshot, and then there are others that take like 50 ammo. It's
so if you're taking which Resident Evil game are you playing?
Resident Evil 2 remake.
Resident Evil 2 remake.
Okay, yeah. So as long as it explodes, then yeah, they should die.
Resident Evil 2 remake is the best and worst remake I have ever played.
She better take that worst out.
No, Route B is some of the worst bullshit I've ever played. It is awful. It is garbage.
Which is funny because Route B was great in the PS1 original.
They fucked it up here. Like, okay, I'm on a rant.
Also,
I'm on a rant. No, let me rant. Route A is fucking phenomenal. Despite the cut content, it is amazing in terms of its atmosphere, its gameplay, story, and fucking scares throughout. It is amazing. Route B is everything wrong with Route A. everything. It's less awful. It's
Plus R.
like okay. Well, first off, the premise of it is that it's supposed to take place alongside Route A. So you start off with the character behind the fence.
Right.
Then they do nothing with that. They do fuck all with that. So instead of having it be a premise where it takes place alongside it, you're just playing a harder, worse designed Route A. It is essentially a harder.
That's one of my complaints with that game.
It is just a harder version of Route A that's complete bullshit. Like, for example, Mr. X in Route A is perfect. Like, he doesn't stay for too long. His appearance isn't too short like Nemesis and 3 Remake. He is there for as long as he is needed. Route B just increases his time by double and appears near the start. Like, okay, I get it's like a harder mode thing, but that's not Route B is supposed to be. Route B is supposed to be its own separate entity. Also, where the fuck did Leon or Claire go from the other side of the fence? Like, they're in the building, but they just kind of vanish off the face of the earth. Like, why can't Route A interconnect with
Route? They changed it from the truck?
Huh?
In the original Resident Evil 2,
I told
a semi-truck crashed and they got
guys,
trapped on opposite sides
I
of the
told
truck.
you this is when I was streaming the game.
Okay, so Route B starts with so you know the scene where Leon or Claire meets up with Leon or Claire at the gate?
Right.
It starts there, but you start with the character behind the gate. So you run from the zombies, you find the alternate outfits that resemble the originals, and you start from there.
Huh.
And that's the only good part of it. Also, they locked the true ending behind it, which is complete bullshit.
Yep.
Yeah.
They already made this game. All they had to do was
you want to
spruce it up and add any cut content.
Yeah, you know what I know I would have done for Route B? Have it interconnect with Route A. Let me give you an example. So imagine if your choices in Route A directly affected your what happens in Route B. For example, let's say you go complete maniac.
Okay, Ben, have you played the original Resident Evil
years
2?
and years ago? Yes.
That's kind of what happens in that.
Yes.
There were limitations because it was a PS1 game, but that was the original intention.
Yes.
And that was basically how it wound up.
Yes.
Kind of.
So here's what I would do. For example, like imagine if you went complete maniac, killed all the zombies. For the ones you didn't explode your head, in Route B, they transform into the Ravager zombie.
Crimson Heads, yeah.
Yes. Imagine that. Imagine going through Route A, killing everything in your path, and starting Route B, only to discover the Ravager zombies all over the building.
Yeah.
Imagine.
That would be great.
That would have been
horrifying. That would have
actually
been worthwhile.
That would have been horrifying. Imagine this scene. So imagine imagine. Okay, so here's another idea. So imagine like the beginning part of the game, you had to do the outside stuff to adjust to get in. Maybe there's like a few puzzles, some enemies, and then when you get in, when you walk in, you'll see Claire or Leon entering the basement thing as it closes. After they collected the medals, leaving you to do your own thing inside. Temporarily.
Yeah.
Like, come on, like, there's so much potential there, and they could totally do it. Like, just lock, like, okay, have some newer areas locked from Route A that you can explore in Route B. Do your thing there. Like, come on. Like, it's such a simple solution. Like, it can be done.
But are you the solution?
No, he's part of the problem.
It's just,
he's not on the Capcom dev team.
It's just, I love Resident Evil 2 Remake on Route A, but I absolutely fucking hate it in Route B. Which is why I call it the best and worst remake ever made. And as much shit as I give Resident Evil 3 Remake, at least it doesn't waste my fucking time with an awful Route B.
Why is Resident Evil... okay, so I know that technically Resident Evil 3, the original version, was shorter than Resident Evil 2 was, because it only came on... You know, it came on one disc.
Yeah.
You know, it had a smaller file size. Why is Resident Evil 2 Remake twice the file size of the Resident Evil 3 remake.
Resident Evil 2 remake? Because it has more roots, I guess.
It's got more characters to play. It's got more.
It's got a lot more scenarios to
Character
go
models
through.
are basically nothing, though.
The character models take
It's
a
like
lot of space,
it's not
though.
that much. It's like a couple of megs.
There's just a lot more content in 2 remake. A lot of filler content, if I'm being honest.
They should have had the same care though with Resident Evil 3, because what happened was the original Resident Evil 3, well, yeah, you're getting chased by Nemesis and he tends to come out of nowhere.
Yes!
Which is one of the things
Hi,
I
Jill.
like. Makes it scarier. What they took out was the branching paths. Like, do you want to stay and fight Nemesis, or you want to sneak past him and get through the door? Do you want to go under the bridge, or do you want to risk it and drive through the zombies? You know, that.
Do you want to jump out of the fucking train or brace for impact?
Yeah, they got rid of all of that in Resident Evil 3 remake for some reason. I don't understand why.
Less effort.
Here's from what I can tell. They copied the design philosophy that the original Resident Evil 3 remake had, because it did the same thing, where it copied most of the assets and everything else. And what they did, they decided to copy that, but they rushed it out, so they didn't add the other alternate routes or anything. So it was like this very simplified thing. And if you play for the first area, you could tell it's restricted, very much so. And it's a shame.
Also, I'm not a fan of the change that they did with Jill, because, like, okay,
where she looks nothing like she did in any of her previous appearances.
Honestly, I think she still looks okay, like appearance-wise, but people were saying, "Oh, she's dressed like that because it's more convenient. You wouldn't go in a zombie apocalypse like that." It's like true, but the zombie apocalypse came out of nowhere. She was dressed she was dressed like she was going out on a date, because that's what she was planning to do in the first place. Go out on a date.
Yeah. Like they didn't think the zombies were coming to Raccoon City that night. It was the fucking thing, like a bunch of lab rats got out of one of the Umbrella labs and corrupted the water supply.
Yeah, it's like
that was how that happened.
It's not like she was going out as a plainclothes officer, which she technically still was. It's just that she wasn't expecting anything to go wrong, which is why she was just in a tube top and mini skirt. You know, that fit the tone. That fit the tone more, if anything, because it's like me going out on a zombie apocalypse with, say, a wife beater, socks, and pajama pants. It's like, I wasn't expecting any of this to happen, but this is the only thing I had on. You really expect me to just change into my jeans and a t-shirt and maybe even a hoodie before going out? I don't know. I'm out in a panic, and everyone's dying and re-dying and re-dying and coming back from the dead and shit. I'm not gonna go back in my house and change for that shit. I'm running the hell out of there in what I have on.
Yeah, it's like how in Last of Us, Joel and Tommy here in their regular ass clothes. Yeah. What's her name? The daughter is in just like her school clothes. You know,
it made sense why they were in all that, because it was chaos, and like all these zombies are like happening around them, and like martial law, whatever the fuck. So there's a reason why they were out in their PJs and like sleepwear and shit. You know, which is the reason why Jill was out in like a tube top and miniskirt. Like I said, she wasn't expecting any of this to happen.
Yeah, if Irons had actually been treating the situation seriously, he would have had the STARS team on high alert. He would have given them the fucking gear they needed to address the situation and be.
Well, don't forget that Irons is under Wesker's and I'm quoted.
Yeah, Irons is under Umbrella's thumb.
Anyways, we should start moving to the next topic. Yeah. We got real distracted there. All right. Pepsi. What was it? Pepsi lemon lime soda is discontinued. Replaced with Cirrus flavored dairy.
Sierra Mist, I believe.
Yeah, Sierra Mist. That's going out of production, which is kind of sad.
Did they say why?
Let me. I just exit out the link. Hang on, get it. I would imagine due to Biden.
Taco Bell.
Now let's see. Sarah Mist failed to keep up with Sprite in the 82 billion soda market, whereas Sprite controls around 7% of the market share. Sierra Mist sales were a mere 0.1% of that market in 2022.
Sprite owns 7-Up.
No, Sprite is a Coca-Cola product.
No. I mean, does Pepsi? Doesn't Pepsi own 7-Up? Is what I mean.
No, 7-Up is part of the 7-Up Dr. Pepper cooperative thing.
Okay.
Apparently, there is a Captain Planet reboot coming out by Paramount.
Oh, thank fucking God.
Glenn Powry's
Broke the last
He's
shard
a
of this
hero.
thing, therefore the boss fights, the gauntlet is over.
Captain Planet. He's a hero.
hero.
We're gonna take pollution down to
Glenn
zero.
Powry talks.
Gonna help him conquer the world.
Hang on, I'm trying to. Hey, guys, taking in control, guys.
So
Mr.
what's the Captain Planet thing about? He asks as if he doesn't already know.
All right. The guy who was in Top Gun is wanting to play Captain Planet, or is.
What the
You gotta be a bit more specific than
Tom
that.
Cruise?
No,
Tom Cruise?
Glenn. Fucking Glenn Powry. I said his name.
Oh, you said guy from
No.
You said guy from Top Gun.
Yeah, he's one of the guys from Top Gun.
There's literally
I
more than
would've
one
said-
guy in Top Gun.
I didn't say there was one guy. I said there was the guy from Top Gun. Not
Yeah,
there's
the guy
not
from
just
Top Gun.
Tom
That can
Cruise.
literally mean anybody. You could mean Tom Cruise for all we know.
You could mean Tom Cruise.
I mean,
Miles
I said
Teller,
his
you
name
could mean
before I said
Val
that,
Kilmer.
so I don't know why the confusion.
He didn't say the name.
I did.
I didn't hear the name.
Oh my god, you guys are daft. I'm moving to the next topic. Let's see.
Power is yours.
Matt Wash attempts to claim abandoned title of apex homosexual with stupid ass take on pit bulls.
Excuse me. Say that again.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Magic
He
Wall.
basically
Alex
said
that.
pit bulls should be banned, which he's claiming that they're all dangerous. Like, there are some other breeds of dogs that are just as dangerous and violent, but we don't talk about those.
German Shepherds.
Well, the thing is, pit bulls
German
are
Shepherds, Chihuahuas.
Look, if you're to,
Oh god, Chihuahuas.
No.
Listen,
Chihuahuas
I have
are
been attacked
fucking
by
assholes.
Chihuahuas more times than I've been attacked by pit
like,
bulls.
look, the
Yep.
pit bulls are a really, really dangerous breed of dog. It's the reason. There's a reason why not even wolves will attack a fucking pit bull. I mean, Jesus Christ!
I've seen wolves take on pit bulls and win.
You guys know that Kevin owns a pit bull, right?
Like,
Yeah.
okay, pit bulls it entirely depends on how they were raised.
Yes.
Because pit bulls can be the sweetest dogs in the entire world if they're raised to be like what they're generally supposed to be, which is
Nanny dogs.
Nanny dogs.
I
yes.
think the
then you
thing
have
is,
the fighter dogs.
I think the
Pit
thing
bulls
is that
have-
they're one of the hardest dog breeds to raise.
Well,
Depends.
pit bulls have natural instincts, natural protective instincts, and
Yep.
and you can very easily manipulate that to make them into fighting dogs.
Yep.
And
Those
when
instincts
they're
come
used
from
as
them
fighting
being
dogs, they are very aggressive, and they will, because of their instincts, they're very aggressive, and they will absolutely not. I'm back on the island, and I have no idea what I'm doing.
so basically pit bulls,
you're about to take on
bulls-
Ansem.
pit bulls
Seeker
as
of
their
Thickness.
pit bulls as their purpose of nanny dogs supposed to be bring care to the family and protect them at all costs. Because of that, they are very, very, very strong animals. Incredibly so. To a point where a few assholes realized this and took advantage of that particular gene to make them into fighting dogs.
I have to mention, by the way, strong dogs, no matter how sweet they are also very difficult to control. I have 2 damaged shoulders because of that, and that is from a black lab. Sweetest dog in the world, did not know her own strength.
Yeah.
That's where I need to go to trigger the cutscene.
I'm just saying, though, there's a reason why the stereotype of pit bulls exists. You know,
I know, but it's not really a rightful
well, it's not.
stereotype.
Look, it's not.
Yeah.
People are. There's a reason why people are either afraid of dogs in general or pit bulls. You don't hear anyone saying they're afraid of corgis, they're afraid of like golden retrievers. Or
That's
they're
because of
afraid
all the fear mongering
Okay.
and shit that happens.
To be fair,
Yeah.
I've seen that. I know somebody who is afraid of who's afraid of golden retrievers, but that guy had a very strange experience with one.
He
Uh,
but
But
not.
like you're not gonna be.
Anything
You're generally
bad?
probably not going to be afraid of corgis because corgis are cute and fluffy.
And also Cowboy Bebop.
Yeah. Also, Cowboy Bebop. They're not.
A good one.
They're generally not aggressive dogs. They're just kind of cool to hang out. Out, they try to herd you around the house. Come fly with me. Let's fly and finish this game.
Hey, come crawl with me like a turtle out to the bay.
We can say a lot of good things about pit bulls all we want, but what I'm saying is, like any other animal, there's a reason why certain stereotypes exist for them. There's a reason why bull in a china shop exists, and there's a reason why people joke about a pit bull eating a baby. You know, they're like pit
I'd
bulls.
hardly.
Like I've
Dear
seen pit bulls like attack like genuinely nice, genuinely like, just like peaceful breeds. Like dead ass. I think I saw a pit bull almost eat a fucking pug. And when I say eat a fucking pug, I literally mean almost tear that thing to fucking shreds to the point where it might as well be on the deli's menu.
Ugh.
Yeah. Getting back on the Matt Walsh thing, though. Oh, Matt Walsh has revealed himself to be exactly the kind of fucking retard that a lot of people hoped he wouldn't. And, you know...
He's the reason conservatives
I'd say
get
Ben
made
Shapiro
fun of.
needs to keep better company, but Ben Shapiro tends to have like a mixed bag in terms of
It was Matt Walsh
of his
that said it.
takes. No, I know. Oh, I'm just saying.
Shapiro was a
Like,
really
like
weird
Ben
guy.
Shapiro. Ben
Matt
Shapiro
Walsh
needs to.
thinks you have to be married and have kids to be happy. Fuck him.
I mean,
Matt Walsh is also
it
a giant fucking retard. So
I mean, if you're married and you have
Yeah.
kids, genuinely you would be married, you would be happy, but that's not for everybody.
Man, my friend should
Not
be
everybody
watching.
wants to be
Well, that
married.
entire
Not everybody likes
benefits, yeah.
kids, or even wants kids for that matter, especially nowadays.
Say
Oh,
what?
what the hell
what
he's
was
talking
I
the
don't
last
care
thing
who you
said,
are.
Gizmo?
Die.
Gizmo, what was the last thing you said?
I was trying to say was like, you know, but ideally you would be happy if you do have like a family and kids, but that's not for everybody, considering not many people like kids or want to put up with kids, and there's even less people getting married nowadays too. So I don't know what he's smoking, thinking that everybody can just be happy if they just got married.
Yeah,
and have kids.
because yeah,
There's
like
a lot of ifs that he's not considering.
expensive.
Yeah, kids are not only are kids expensive, but there's also other factors you have to like consider. Like, what if you got divorced? You would have to split the
Yeah.
resources and split the shit that you bought not only for each other but for yourselves. You know, what if the wife can't conceive? You know, what you would have to talk about adoption. What if they don't
Yeah.
want adoption? Oh, they're gonna get into an argument of continuing the bloodline or just wanting to have a baby. Yada yada yada. You know, there's a lot of factors this guy has not thought of to begin with.
Well, no.
He doesn't do this thing called thinking, Gizmo. He only
That's
does.
That's why I'm look. That's why I'm
should-
hearing. Yeah.
We should go to the
the
next
pit
topic.
bulls thing really
Next
pissed
topic,
off.
guys.
That probably pisses
Guys.
off
Guys.
Kevin even
Consistently
more
bad
than
takes.
it does
Let's
us.
go
move
ahead
on
and
to the
move
next
on.
A
topic.
weird take.
Anyway, Ben, what's next?
This isn't next, but I just saw this on my feed. Apparently there's 9 days left until filming for the Five Nights at Freddy's movie starts.
Cool.
Okay.
Hey, then.
Where is that filming, by the way?
I don't remember. It's in the United States
Probably
somewhere.
gonna be filmed in Atlanta.
Maybe.
Stuff are,
We
is
can
these
talk
days.
about where it's going to be filmed, but where is it going to be filmed?
I don't
We-
remember. There was
here's-
some state, but I don't remember.
What I'm
Let's
saying
go
is
to the
that-
It's
next.
either gonna
I'm
be
not
Atlanta or
going.
Canada these days.
Here's what I'm
I'm
talking
gonna
about.
talk about the actual topic. Ubisoft is getting fucked. Ubisoft delays Skull and Bones and cancels more games and announces new cuts. So, essentially, they kind of threw over the developers under the bus on this one, kind of putting the blame on them, saying it's up to you to save us now. And yeah, they're in really bad shape. They are in.
You know what they need to do? They desperately need to cut the budget for Assassin's Creed.
Does anyone even?
People still play Assassin's Creed, surprisingly.
Just make an Assassin's Creed game that's either like Assassin's Creed 2 through 3 or Assassin's Creed 2 through 4. Actually, yeah, 2 through 4. Or that's where you need to end.
Just use whatever engine that's
Assassin's Creed 1 is kind of jank. You can make like 2 Brotherhood Revelations 3 and 4. Those are really good games.
I agree, because Brotherhood is actually my favorite Assassin's Creed game.
Yeah, Brotherhood's fucking great. And then you have just like the fucking nonsense that is everything that came after Assassin's Creed 4. Where it's like, where's my pirate ship, guys? And now we're like, why are you shoehorning a ship into every game now, guys?
Sugar, take anything you like. Take no sugar.
Assassin's Creed Unity.
Take anything you like.
He was fucking garbage, and then Assassin's Creed Assassin's Creed Syndicate wasn't that much better. And everything that came after that was fucking nonsense. Like, why did it turn into Dark Souls?
Why indeed?
I don't know. Also, this Google Stadia has officially shut down.
No.
Took him fucking long.
No.
For those who have,
and he's dead. First try, bitch.
Alex, you've got 3 more phases.
No.
Oh shit! That used up
For
all
those,
my fucking.
You can literally heal up.
For those who own the controllers, there are good news. They have Google is releasing a tool that allow you to enable Bluetooth connection to it, so the controllers can still be used.
I saw that. They're actually being really good sports about this, surprisingly.
But at the same time, I feel like they knew this was going to happen. I mean, I think they're releasing it the same day that they shut Google Stadia down. That tells you something.
Okay, Kevin, where do I go to heal?
You could just heal before. You could just heal with your items before, or you face off against Darkseid again.
Oh, well, I'm at max health, so I thought there was like a save.
No,
point.
there's not a save point. It's just it's just the boss is very generous in waiting for you. Okay. And by the way, you have to face cool. You have to face both Darkseid and Ansem again in that state by yourself.
Fuck.
Yeah. Don't worry, Darkseid is don't worry, Darkseid is piss easy in this game.
I'm gonna post this in the broadcast,
especially chat, by this point since you've already fought him twice.
The U.S. customs hates the sealed video game market.
Oh yeah, I've seen that.
Oh, because it made me cringe, but at the same time, those guys are assholes. But they essentially destroyed the holder, ripped and threw out the seal, and sliced the front of the box off.
Of a sealed copy of Pokemon Yellow that had been graded and put into a plexiglass case.
Yeah.
And you know, I don't know why the hell they did that.
You can
why did you do that, guys? Is there any benefit that you could is there no way that you could have
there's a bomb!
No other way you could have found out that there was nothing else in that fucking case. You have X-rays.
They do.
Your X-rays can see my fucking...
This was definitely intentional.
This was... fuck you I've written on the inside of my leg when you guys look at the... At the TSA, you know?
I will...
Why?
Yeah, I mean, this is definitely done by people who hate the sealer guys. And I agree, those sealer guys are fucking pricks. They
Oh no, customs are just fucking retarded.
No.
Yeah, let me finish. I get hating those guys, but destroying a copy some guy bought with his money is not how you fix it, and I hope that guy gets a refund.
Oh yeah.
Here's what I think
Customs desperately needs to.
I don't think it's anybody from like the anti-WADA kind of group because let's face it, if we break something like this, we would have just taken the entire thing with us. Let's be fair. We're not gonna ruin an entire fucking box copy of Pokemon Yellow because we hate WADA. No, I would take it. I would either take the damn game. Look, so what happened is someone went through U.S. Customs with a sealed copy of Pokemon Yellow graded by WADA, and when he got back his sealed copy and graded copy of Pokemon Yellow, let me just say it again, that it's sealed. Not only was the grading packaging broken in pieces, but the front of the box of Pokemon Yellow was cut open.
Wide open.
Like they cut the front of the box open.
Why?
Yeah, that's a lot. That's what a lot of people are saying. I think it was Ben that said that it must be some anti-WADA people. I don't think so because, like I was trying to say, is that if that was the case, they would have left the box alone or just kept it for themselves. Because that's what I would do. That's what anyone would do for that matter. Because games are meant to be fucking played, not sealed in like that way. I think it was just a guy literally not caring or knowing about video games enough to just break the fucking thing open, not knowing its value. Because
I don't know. I feel like they would know, even if you look at like the.
Look, I know what you're trying to say.
Just the fact that it's sealed up with plexiglass should tell any reasonable human being that this is not something you really want to break into.
Right, but here's
like, okay, we better find like a non-destructive method to see if there's anything in here.
But the thing is,
off topic, guys. The protagonist in Forsaken, someone tweeted this out. Crazy how Square made their black female protagonist a career criminal. Holy shit! She is a criminal in the game. Damn! I didn't know Square Enix was racist.
Petty larceny, grand larceny, and the third degree.
All right, we should go to the next topic. I'm almost done with
these. At least she doesn't have that stupid afro cut that I'm seeing on a lot of people of color.
All right, Ben, tell us what the next topic is, Mr. Tennyson.
It's the last one I have, really. So, the Catalyst Protocol reportedly hasn't met its publisher sales expectations, aka it's a flop. Everyone laugh.
What game?
Shit. Mouse cursor acting up.
But yeah, fuck that game. It's over.
Time is coming, so have I.
Alex, I want you to sing something before I vanish into the void.
The time is coming.
You know the Animaniacs? Don't sing yet. You know it though, right?
Yes.
Okay, someone made this. I want you to click on that. I want you to look at this. And I want you to sing the theme without context.
Hang on. I gotta beat some ass.
That's gay, bro.
Well, you gotta beat Billy Zane's ass.
Beating ass is not gay. Hey,
fucking ass is gay.
It entirely depends. First off, it entirely depends on whose ass it is.
It's Billy Zane's.
Beating ass is not inherently gay.
Unless you're beating.
Yeah. So, fuck.
Motherfucking.
So, what did you just link us to?
No, I sent you a DM.
That's my impression of Gizmo's impression of Mr. Enter.
Motherfucking.
I don't know the Animaniacs theme well enough
then
to,
never mind. Don't sing it
sing
then.
that.
No, just don't sing it then. If you don't know it, if you don't know the theme, you're not gonna be able to sing it.
Aren't they? Isn't the reboot like on its final season now?
Yeah, it got canceled.
I hope so.
It
wasn't
got
very good.
It's decent enough.
They apparently
Yeah,
it
I
was
mean, I
canceled
agree with
abruptly.
Gizmo.
So when they were finishing the last
meh.
episode, they were alerted that it will be the last one. So they had to make a quick new scene at the end to
Well,
end.
it's over. That's all, folks.
That's basically
That's all, fucks.
It's kind of a shame because it has a lot of good elements, but it also has a lot of shitty elements.
Yeah,
Well,
like
this is
they
what
made
happened.
an entire episode about manspreading.
Yeah, that was some bullshit.
It was
Like, are
the
you
buns
and I'm
control
like,
thing.
dude, are you serious?
They didn't have the characters from back in the day either, which is kind of odd.
They only had
Alright,
the Warner Brothers and Sister as well as Pinky and the Brain. That's all they had.
They also canceled Hello Nurse because we can't because sexy women are offensive now. Yeah, way to go. Never
Never
mind that Hello Nurse was actually a feminist.
It seems like Animaniacs kind of forgot that they were equal opportunists in terms of who they make fun of, because they're supposed to make fun of everybody. And here they delve too much into the derangement syndrome brought on by a certain orange man.
Yeah.
Lord Nam Dab.
Yeah,
Lord
and
Nam
I'm pretty
Dab.
sure they haven't made they don't have the balls to make fun of Joe Biden, because no, we can't make fun of Democrats anymore. No, we can't do that.
Alright, it's time for me to go.
Jesus.
Alright, so you guys have a
Well,
wonderful
when we
night.
get done here, I'm gonna watch the second episode of The Last of Us.
God damn it, Alex, stop.
It's a really good show so far.
It's sus. Don't do it.
Would you say?
Would you?
At some point, I'm gonna work playing The Last of Us 1 into my schedule here.
Anyways, I'm gonna go. You guys have a good night. See ya.
I'm gonna do something.
I'm gonna read
because Last of Us 2 is garbage.
I'm gonna read other news here that's worth
Damn,
mentioning.
it's only 8:48 where I'm at too.
Let's see here.
I'm not even gonna stream. Like, I was gonna stream my game, but it actually eats my performance, so I'm just not gonna do that.
Looks like Nervous Nick in high school. Looks like Nervous Nick is still looking for work.
Nervous Nick, who's that?
Nervous Nick is a guy who's been with Screw Attack for a while now, up until they turned into Death Battle, and even when up until Rooster Teeth bought it out, he was a part of a large layoff that Rooster Teeth had to do. He was a writer of a bunch of top 10 Screw Attack top 10s as well as Death Battles.
Yeah, I think was he the guy with Stuttering Craig?
Yeah, Stuttering Craig, Handsome Tom, High School Band.
Yeah, after Handsome Tom left Screw Attack, Nervous
Nick
took over.
He was also the guy he was also the guy that they that was the butt of the joke of everything breaking being his fault, because most of the stuff that broke was his fault.
Yeah, by the way, now that Ben's here, we got a special guest in the chat, Invisible Crane. Hi guys, I heard you've been talking some massive shit about me.
Can we not?
I don't know who you are.
What?
They don't know.
You don't want to know who this guy is, Tal.
Yeah. He's in Ace's group, so he'll figure it out sooner or later.
Well, he was Ace's friend, but then Invisible Crane kept getting butthurt because Ace said there was actually this one time 5 years ago, I shit you not. Ace was having this feud with Drunken Punk 800,
Who?
He's a very obscure YouTuber that didn't get many views, and now his account is deleted. So that much doesn't matter.
Yeah, I mean, we'll talk. I'll talk more about him probably later. Her, I don't know. But yeah,
it's hard to find content.
Asa did a stream because Drunken Punk kept getting on his nuts, and wouldn't leave him alone. Kept shit talking Asa's wife, Asa's disabled daughter, during his streams, and then Asa decided, all right, well, now I'm gonna fire back, and then Asa made this. Then like sometime during Asa's reaction to the video that Drunken Punk deleted, Drunken Punk said about Asa's friend, "What about you showing the pictures, showing people at the con the pictures of Danny's dick? What about that one?" And then Asa said, "Yes, it's an in joke that he has with Danny. I unfortunately know what Danny's dick looks like. Sadly, I know what Invisible Crane's nutsack looks like." And Invisible Crane saw that, and I guess he got butthurt over that.
He's also on the farms to regularly get dunked on every time he so much as tries to open his mouth and defend himself.
Yep.
He's on another Discord. He's on Judah Konzo's Discord too. Like, he's still on there. I actually challenged him to defend himself when he was shitting on Emmer Prevo, saying, "Oh, I hope he's rotting. He was a piece of shit."
That's why he said he was a piece of shit. Because at one point in the stream, Emma Previs at one point said that Flamenco didn't deserve a fucking phone.
Yeah.
He shit talked a dead guy because he said in a stream that he didn't deserve a phone.
Yeah, and I mean, like, fuck. Well, shit, maybe he doesn't.
Oh. At this point,
like,
no.
Crane needs to take, like, and now his Twitter's protected, too.
Yep. He blocked me.
He blocked me, he blocked Gizmo, he talked shit about me behind a block. Grant, I know you're watching this because I know that you know whenever somebody's talking about you,
he
be it negative or positive or neutral.
We haven't even linked this on Twitter, nor does he care about these kinds of things.
No. Well, see,
unless they're
Grant
popular,
always knows when somebody's talking about him, though. Like, for some reason, like, he'll. It's how it is, but
Alex, I feel like Alex, after you're done with Kingdom Hearts 1, I'm probably gonna stop doing Kingdom Hearts 2 because I don't know if because I don't feel like having to repeatedly try to take on the optional bosses over and over again. And
feel free, man.
Yeah, I don't feel
you don't have to.
Yeah, I don't feel like
you could have moved on long ago if you wanted.
I know I could have, but it's like I wanted to show that off at least. And the thing
Alex,
is like, I don't have a problem with wanting to do that. It's just, I feel like that would really bog down any potential streaming schedule. And I was planning on taking a break after doing this and then doing the recoded commentary. Because, yes, that's going to be after this game. Alex, just so you know.
Oh, yeah, because Kingdom Hearts has the most fucked up timeline in the history of video games.
It's a... it actually takes place after Kingdom Hearts 2.
There's a lot of...
Like I said.
Dude, there's a lot of in-betweens, afterwards, beforewards, and in-betweeners.
There's only 2 that take place directly after Kingdom Hearts 2, which are Recoded and Dream Drop Distance.
Go away.
And
trying to run away from you.
And Birth by Sleep is a prequel to the first game. And Kingdom Hearts.
Ironically, you're less scary when you've got The big black monster behind you.
You mean Come Guardian?
Is that the Cum Guardian? Dear God.
No, that's just a meme that people have made just because of how often Ansem likes to say Come Guardian.
Come Guardian in my ass.
Yeah, and you want to know what the worst part is? Because of Kingdom Hearts 3, we find out
Cum Guardian, also known as a condom.
Anyways, I was saying, and so because of Kingdom Hearts 3, we find out that the Guardian in Spirit that Ansem uses to defend himself, that's actually a Terra's heart. To which I'm like, oh god. Look, Sora. Everything
Alex,
the light
do you know who Emmer Prevost is?
No.
Wow.
No, he's an old school YouTuber that's been around for several years at that point. He was known for his series Reaction and Review, former series Epic Rants, as well as new series Trading Card Corner and What's in the Box. He's mostly known for Reaction and Review, where he records himself reacting at certain points of a movie, giving his opinion afterwards. And it's not like how it is nowadays, where it's like he reacts to a whole movie and he records his entire reaction.
Well, I mean, unfortunately, he's not doing any.
Yeah, he's not doing it anymore. But what I'm trying to say is,
see why.
Yeah, what I'm trying to say is that it's not the reaction videos you know today. It literally what it is that he records himself the entire time watching a movie, and he only edits in parts where he actually gives critiques of the movie as he's watching it. At the end of the movie he's watching, that's when he starts giving a thorough critique and review of said movie.
Yeah, and that's actually a pretty good format. Like,
it is. Doesn't look like anybody else is using it though.
It really is. Like, and it's a shame that we'll sadly never see him do any of these videos, ever again. Because he passed away 5 years ago. What was it? It was complications of hernia surgery.
Yeah, people have been saying it's either he collapsed at home or it was complications during surgery. But either way, same day he unfortunately passed away.
Yeah, it was really unfortunate. He had a falling out with Ace a couple of years prior too.
Yeah, what happened to that was Emmer gifted him Sonic and Sega All Stars Racing Transformed. Ace gave a review of it, saying how he didn't like it, and then Emmer saw that and started going off on Asa because how dare he?
Yeah, Emmer jumped the gun. Asa didn't say that he disliked or hated it. He said that it's not a bad game, but
he just had some problems.
Nintendo did racing better already. And then Emmer just took that, very personally.
I mean, I get it. You gave a guy a free game, but at the same time, it's a video game. You're gonna eventually have someone have their take on it sooner or later.
Oh yeah.
I remember getting Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets and Spyro Enter the Dragonfly in GameCube for free as a Christmas gift. You really think I wasn't gonna rip into either one of those after done playing them? Especially Spyro Enter the fucking Dragonfly. He was good people. It's just that he unfortunately made it easy to make enemies with him or get irritated. Like he had some strict rules about his He had some strict reviews about his reaction.
I'll make it all stop.
He had some strict reviews about his reaction and review series.
Damn
that
it.
would be, and some of them were like been there since the beginning, but others would pop up because of how many times he was disappointed. Like, for example, there was a point in his career he said that he had to ban all shark movies from his review series. After what was it? After he reviewed Dino Shark, which is as bad as it sounds.
I'm sorry, Dino Shark. What the fuck?
It's as bad as it sounds. You know, there's a lot of bad shark movies. He also banned any porno movies from being reviewed after, I think it was the Batman porn parody from back in the day. Like, when I say porn,
I mean, I can kind of understand that.
yeah,
but...
when I say porn movies, though, I mean legitimately like high budget movies that have porn in it, that kind of shit.
Would you personally recommend giving his videos a watch, Gizmo?
I'd recommend him. Yeah, it's funny. It's funny to see a guy, rip into a lot of these movies, because of the euphemisms, or just because it's funny to see a guy rage. But some of them are interesting takes. Some of them are hot takes. But that this is his honest opinion. He hates. He doesn't like the idea of shilling. He doesn't like the idea of giving a good review because of personal taste, if you know what I mean. Like, for example,
why are you telling me to get back when you're trying to kill me, Axel?
Like, he reviewed
they're trying to make you watch the Beatles movie.
Like, he reviewed Scott Pilgrim versus the World.
So would you say that that Axel is a Beatles fan?
Yes.
You remember who that is, right?
Dance, what a dance.
Oh yeah.
So is the fire guy.
Gizmo, I don't know if you saw, but Alex says that he remembers Ace Salieri's very first reviewing a reviewer from back in the day.
Oh, I saw the reviewing a reviewer for the Irate Gamer. And it was like, holy shit, I've actually seen this video back in the day.
Yeah, Ace Salieri actually just came out with a new reviewing a reviewer. It's on PPP.
Oh, I remember a guy called the
Populist Press.
I remember a guy called the review reviewer.
Show, and started screaming slurs. And
did he have red hair?
Yes.
I don't know.
He's a fat fuck with glasses.
Yeah, and his name is Ashton too, which unfortunately he shares the name of Ace Salieri's youngest boy, Ashton. And I'm not really doxing or anything. That's he's actually revealed his kids' names in the past, so.
Yeah, we've talked about this.
And he's also revealed his own name, and he doesn't really give a shit. His Eric Gady.
I don't know how that's pronounced. Eric Gady?
No, his real name is Asterix.
Real name is Asterisk.
God damn it, Ben.
Yeah. I know Gizmo's real name, but I'm not gonna say it.
Yeah,
Gizmo's real name is Batman.
Yeah, Batman. Oh, shit. Oh, well, shit. I guess the secret's out.
Only knows my real name.
All right. Well, Gizmo, you gotta go. Everybody knows your real name now, Bruce Wayne. So now you're doxxed. And he lives in Gotham City, so...
Bruce Wayne is Batman? Holy shit.
That's absurd. I know Bruce Wayne. If he's Batman, I'm the King of England. And people say I'm crazy. That's a really bad Mark Hamill impression.
I've heard worse. I've heard worse Joker voices, period.
Yup.
Alan Tudyk.
Butter toast.
Brent Spiner.
Oh yeah. Brent Spiner voiced Joker in Young
Spiner's
Justice.
Joker was terrible.
What?
Excuse me?
John DiMaggio. John DiMaggio was also terrible.
No, it
I think
wasn't.
the John DiMaggio Joker was okay.
Bender?
Yeah.
Joker wants you to bite
Yeah.
his shiny metal ass.
Doesn't
Yes.
look so shiny to
Yeah,
me.
the voice acting in Under the Red Hood for everybody except for Jensen Ackles was terrible.
What about Neil Patrick Harris's Nightwing?
I haven't seen that one in a while. Well, Neil Patrick Harris was very good as Spider-Man, and so I'm inclined to give him the benefit of the doubt.
It's always surprising whenever I see that guy do anything dramatic in anything superhero related.
Well, yeah, because I always think of him as Barney from How I Met Your
I
Mother.
always think of him as the
That's why I
psychic
sang
from
that theme
Starship.
song.
I always imagine that guy. I always think of him as the guy from Starship Troopers, the psychic.
Oh yeah, he was in Starship Troopers.
Is that right?
Axel, I get it. The Beatles are great. I'll listen to their album after I kick your ass.
That's a franchise you'll never see crossover with anything.
What?
We all prefer
Starship
the yellow
Troopers.
sweetening. Yellow sweetening. Yellow sweetening. Don't
Like, how
want
awesome would it be?
Even though Starship
it ain't our
Troopers
thing.
versus Warhammer would
Yellow
be fucking amazing.
Yellow
No, not
sweetening.
bugs.
Yesterday, diabetes
And trouble
seems so far away. Now my doctor says it's here to stay.
I'm a little confused why they never made a TV show based off Starship Troopers. That entire world fascinates me on how anything works at all.
Let me take
It would
my
be really
pill,
good if they did a
'cause I'm
Starship Troopers TV
going
show that might have been a bit
to
more faithful
free
to the book.
buffet.
It would be interesting. Like I said, it's interesting how it would be interesting to see how that world works. Like sort of like how Stargate showed how the entirety.
I love the Stargate show.
I do too.
Stargate movie was good too. Not as good as the show.
I love the movie. I loved it so much I bought it on VHS the moment I saw it at Goodwill.
Oh man, I still have the VHS because the VHS has a great cover. I have the Blu-ray, but the VHS has a great cover.
Oh yeah. Send my regards to King Todd, asshole.
There's a reviewer that I recommend for Alex. Reviewing a reviewer number 9, the one where he reviews.
There we fucking go.
The one with the Shake reviewer.
Yeah.
All right, now you're on the last phase of the boss fight.
Awesome.
A Nintendo shit cube.
Just remember, dankness is everything, and for the last FMV in the game, Alex, you're gonna need to mute the audio because Simple and Clean plays.
Wouldn't it be interesting to see what would happen if the Punisher somehow appeared in the world of Starship Troopers?
Yeah, Alex is
think that would work
because YouTube's a bunch of Nazis.
Caxel.
Yeah, YouTube is a bunch of Nazis. I said it.
You know, I still find it interesting how, of all the roles that Quentin Flynn could come back to voice acting to, it had to be Cone from Bleach.
Cone is fucking funny. He's a man of culture as well.
Oh yeah, that.
he did want to go back to the house full of all the Zanpakuto women in Thousand Year Blood War.
You wouldn't?
Yes and no. Because I don't know if I want to. Because I don't know if I want to find out how it feels to be fucked by a sword.
Yeah, but it's not the sword. You're fucking the personification of said sword.
Gizmo, you don't understand.
Wasn't Quentin Flynn also Timon at some point?
Yes.
So he's played a Ronin before.
Yeah.
The joke is that Cone is also a fucking rodent. Holy shit.
Not really.
You might as well be.
He's a bear plushie.
Yes. As small as a damn rodent.
Yeah, It's a brand new day, and the sun is high. All the birds.
I'm gonna go hit the restroom real quick so that I can have a
God damn it, Axel.
completely focused mind while I'm...
Pause the game first.
You think anything could cross over with Starship Troopers?
I don't know.
I think it'd be interesting to see. It was just
Spider-Man in Starship Troopers.
as a soldier, or, like he's a character. Like he comes to the world of Starship Troopers, or is there like a Starship Troopers version of Spider-Man? Well, he's probably out, right, taking a dump.
Yeah.
That is a good question, though.
Always imaginary friend taking the dump.
What?
I was quoting the Boondocks. Riley was making fun of Huey's because there was this secret service agent that was following Huey around, and only Huey could see him.
Because he only lets Huey see him.
It was from the episode where
either or would be cool.
Huh?
Oh, he's talking about the Spider-Man
Either a Spider-Man
fucking hell,
Troopers or Spider-Man going to the world of Starship Troopers. Either one of those would work. I don't know how the hell you'd have Spider-Man in the world of Starship Troopers without him having been transported there personally.
Okay, so Alex, you have a guide open to see how you could beat the boss?
I'm gonna look one up, yes.
Maybe another you might
want to, since because the most I could tell you is hit him you gotta hit an Ansem, then you gotta hit at the ship that he's flying on.
The one that he's tied to?
Yes.
Huh.
I mean, if someone was able to make Spider-Man Noir crossing over with The Legend of Korra work, I think we could. I think there could be a way for Spider-Man to cross over with Starship Troopers to work too.
Noir and Legend of Korra, is that what you said?
Yeah, someone made a fan fiction of Spider-Man Noir crossing over with Korra, like him in her world.
Huh. Yeah. I don't see how Spider-Man gets the spider powers in the world of Starship Troopers. I think it makes more sense if you have a Spider-Man from another universe go and do the trip to a dimension next door thing, you know?
That would be interesting. That would be more interesting to see.
Yeah.
Oh, what about the Hulk?
Start by fighting a flying style fight against the giant Ansem body. All he does is swing Soul Eater and summon little laser beams.
Yeah.
Narogo will take care of half the problem by deflecting the beams. Okay.
Or
treat it like the fight with Chernobog. Okay. Oh, I didn't upgrade it to Aroga.
Aurora.
I only have Arrow.
I love that Michael Ironside is actually a character in the fucking Starship Troopers
Darkseid?
Yep.
You know what I just realized? Michael Ironside voiced Darkseid.
Really? You just realized that now?
No, see. Michael Ironside, Darkseid.
Yeah, no, as in you just realized that joke now?
Okay, yeah, there you go.
I realized it before, but I forgot about it until tonight.
Somehow.
Yep.
I pressed the square button with the control stick. Nothing occurred.
Kevin's showing that hammy anger again.
Alex, I am pressing the buttons. Nothing is occurring.
Kevin, you want some eggs with that ham?
This reminds me of This reminds me of the egg carrier from Sonic Adventure.
Except a lot smaller.
Yeah.
Get a load of this. Get a load of this. Get a load of this.
Mason.
The more the merrier.
Mason, you don't get a load of this until after until after Eggman commands the ship to transform.
No way! I can't believe this!
That's after you defeat Chaos.
And whenever he needs to say, "No way, I don't believe this."
Okay.
Dude, you maybe want to step away from the fucking mic.
Who?
The guy voicing whatever the fuck his name
Handsome? That's Billy Zane.
Handsome, yes. Yeah, Billy Zane. Billy, do you mind stepping away from the mic?
Alex, he's not going to be able to because Disney can't afford him for the next game.
Oh, so he stepped away from the mic permanently then.
Disney can't afford it. That's bullshit. Disney's got money to burn.
Yeah, they're just bastards.
It was probably Square couldn't afford it.
Disney can't. Disney is
Tetsuya
too
Nomura
big
was
to
in charge
fail,
of most of the
dude.
casting of the main characters in this game.
Jack Nicholson was too expensive for Disney, though.
What was he supposed to play?
Hades.
Huh?
It was Hades.
Wait, Kevin, did you say? What did you say?
I said Hades.
Yeah.
But James Woods was the voice of Hades.
Yeah,
Yes.
but Jack Nicholson was initially pegged to play the role.
Oh.
You're saying that Disney, the guys that bought fucking Marvel and Lucasfilms, are cheap bastards?
Yes.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
What was the deal that Jack Nicholson wanted?
Jack Nicholson wanted profits on every bit of Hades merchandise.
There wasn't really enough merchandise for Hayes to begin with.
Yeah.
So I
Kind of
think
similar to his deal with Joker and Batman.
Yeah. Well, he didn't really need the money at that point. He'd already made a shitload of money off of Joker.
Yeah, if anything,
another actor they were also considering for Hades before they ultimately went to James Woods was John Lithgow.
Huh.
Farquaad.
That would have been strange.
Yes, especially considering we know Hades as a motor mouth.
Yeah.
Funnily enough, the animators for Hercules had to animate around James Woods' dialogue, and it was a chore.
Was most of it ad-libbed?
Well, with as fast as he speaks in that role.
No, I mean as in the animation, and had to work with him talking.
Yeah, like I said, as fast as he speaks, the animation, and they'd have to really do some heavy work on those flaps.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not like with what they do with the Kingdom Hearts games later down the line, due to the fact that the lip flaps were made for the Japanese version, not the English dub.
Yeah.
So
what year did Kingdom Hearts 3 come out?
2019.
Oh, okay. So that was probably James Woods' last voice role then. Because he's been blacklisted from the acting industry.
He's still under contract with Disney, and unless they've broken the contract, they can't fire him as Hades.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Because I know he got blacklisted just because he's a Republican.
I do like his shit posts.
Yeah.
Like, I think his shit posts are what got him blacklisted. And Neon Rainbow Lion wants to call him a stupid, dumbass has-been.
And yet that has-been is still making.
Oh, that's Neon Rainbow Line for you.
And yet that has-been still making bank from a role he did years ago. You realize he probably doesn't care. He's swimming in that money.
Neon Rainbow Lion's a punk, and I'm so glad that he's not in the I Stand with Vic Discord anymore.
It's like saying that Sean Schimmel is a has-been. It's like, okay, but he's still swimming in that Goku money.
Yeah, he is. I mean, Sean Schimmel's an SJW asshole.
Yeah, say what you want about his ethics and politics and stuff like that. You can't really say he's a has-been if he's still swimming in that fucking money.
In that Goku money.
Yeah, that Goku money. It's like, oh, Jack Nicholson, he's a has-been. Yeah, okay. He's still swimming in that Batman money.
Yeah.
and the Shining money.
Yep.
Jack Nicholson's, well, it's either that he's probably really good with money or that he has people. Or that he has people that are good.
Oh, did you beat Ansem?
I have not beat Ansem, no.
I don't really think it matters considering how look
well, Jack Nicholson is also really good at investment too.
Yeah,
really.
He invests money and like winds up having his money just pay for itself.
Does he invest in cryptocurrency?
He was big into the art scene back in like the late 90s, early 2000s, and he made a buttload of money off of that before the bottom dropped out on. Actually, the bottom still hasn't dropped out on the modern art scene, and so he's pretty much guaranteed to still be making money off of that stuff.
Yeah, give it time. Even if it does drop, he's still making money.
Because I know Bill Cosby has Bitcoin right now.
And that's another thing. Like Ashton Kutcher did something similar, where he's an investor for big time, and that's why you don't see him doing a whole lot lately. He can basically just pick and choose to do whatever the fuck he wants.
Right now, people gotta beg for him to be in something now.
Yeah, because he's independently wealthy these days.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of these celebrities, they might as well just be swimming in the money, considering a lot of them are we have a lot of legacy actors that people love.
Well, then you have people who are like really, really bad with their money, and it's like okay, dude.
And
like,
Andy Dick.
Who's an example?
Andy Dick. He's spending his money on fucking drugs and he won't stop, and he's a jackass too.
He's a horrible human being.
Axl Rose has spent just about every cent of the money.
MC Hammer.
The rest of Guns N' Roses spent pretty much every cent of the money they made on the tour they did with Metallica.
MC Hammer.
Oof. Really?
MC Hammer was also really bad with money.
Let's be a little bit fair here. That wasn't entirely Hammer's fault. That was also he had a bad money manager. He had a bad accountant.
Really? Oh, okay. Because I knew he got bankrupt somehow, but
what?
Yeah, there were a bunch of people. Let me see. I think Hammer and Wesley Snipes both got done for tax fraud, I think.
Yes.
And it was down to some shit with their accountants, I think.
There's a reason why that joke exists when the Wesley Snipes character got recruited into the Expendables. What you in for? What you in for?
But yeah, here's another one who's bad with his money, and this one will really surprise you, Gizmo. Paul Heyman.
Bankruptcy.
No, I think it's more bad luck.
Huh.
I mean, think about it. He was able to run ECW for a while. Then it got bought by Vince McMahon. To him, that's pretty much you're in the big leagues. And then ECW got shut down. That's not really his fault. That's more McMahon's fault because he wanted to just be the only fucking wrestling industry in the world. He bought WCW and ECW. Now if he gets the chance and he for some reason out of nowhere buys, let's say, TNA and and AEW, you know those two companies are gonna go in the shitter. That's not those guys' fault.
First.
That's not those guys' fault. That's more McMahon's fault. He wants to be the only one in the industry, if you haven't noticed. He's not gonna say it out loud. You know that's what he's thinking. And that's not and ECW shutting down, that's really not Paul Heyman's fault. He tried to do the best he can. And people want ECW to come back. That's why Tommy Dreamer is the head of a hardcore wrestling organization himself.
I don't like it, Demix. I want
Apparently Hammer's money troubles started because he ripped off a couple of his songs.
Which one?
Super Freak.
Here comes the okay. Yeah, you can't touch this with the sample from Rick James' Super Freak. But that was settled out of court as sort of like a royalty deal with Rick James. But here comes the Hammer, and there were another couple of songs where he got sued.
Give it to me,
for
baby.
Sampling for unauthorized sampling.
I stole that joke from Chris Rock.
Yeah, Hammer got done for tax fraud about 13 or 14 years ago, I think.
Yeah, I think I heard something about that.
And that was
Tommy Tallarico.
King hell.
Oh, Tommy Tallarico. Oh, that guy's a fucking mess.
I mean, look, he had the right.
Go watch H-Bomber Guy's. You will never hear me recommend somebody watch an H-Bomber Guy video, but go watch H-Bomber Guy's video about him because he like breaks down a bunch of shit.
I feel like his heart was in the right place. It's just that when shit started going down, that's when he started panicking.
No.
I feel like that's when he started panicking. Yeah, he said exactly that. He went.
Now, what I am groaning is the fact that I can't kill goddamn Demix.
Dance, wanna dance. That's what you get.
Shut up.
That's what you get. Okay, so
Still
but
doing-
anyway,
I still do better
I
than
feel like his heart was in the right place. That he wanted to make a console for like the kiddies and the families and stuff like that. Even though we already have a lot of Nintendo shit and parental locks. Anyway, so I feel like when stuff wasn't really going his way, that's when he was starting to lie. That's when he started like being secretive and shit like that. I don't feel like that's entirely his fault, but
he's a pathological liar. He's been lying about everything forever, basically. Like H-Bomber Guy is for as much as I would otherwise be unwilling to trust a lot of what H-Bomber Guy says, Harris actually backs up everything in that video with like hardcore facts, pretty much.
Did you say Harris?
He rolls down, huh?
Did you say Harris?
Yeah, that's That's what the H in H-Bomber Guy stands
for.
for.
Okay. I thought you were about to tell me something about Kamala Harris.
Well, you got to think about it like this way, though. If anybody wants to make a console, they want to make a console. It's not like we're not talking about. We're not talking about Soulja Boy here, who said, "Oh, I made this. This is my console. I got permission from Nintendo," even though that's clearly.
At the very least, Tommy was a little bit open about how like we're basically dreaming stuff up, Oh, like we've got a bunch of industry visionaries here and we're trying to dream stuff up. But then like as those people left, he wasn't really as open as he was towards the beginning.
That's when I think
he was trying to rest on his laurels and shore things up using the stuff that he'd already somewhat achieved. Debatably.
Yes.
He's still making money off of the what was it called? Video Games Live, though. I can assure you.
Yeah, video games. I mean, that's still a pretty cool show.
Oh yeah.
But
wish it was advertised more.
Nobody can really argue with Nobody can really argue with Video Games Live being a cool show.
I just wish it was advertised more and advertised better, because I literally have to look it up to know about it. Like, it's not getting as much attention as, say, Shen Yun. Like, I'm not seeing like it advertised on the side of a bus, like on a bus stop. I'm not seeing posters. Like, I literally have to go online to find out about that kind of thing. Which is kind of messed up if you think about it. Like, only online? Come on, bro. You can at least have one poster or one billboard advertising when that's going to come along. Oh yeah. Speaking of money losing money, Soulja Boy, please shut the fuck up. We know none of this shit's yours. We know you didn't talk to Nintendo or Sega or Sony or Microsoft.
John did a great video on that.
By the way, I'm gonna poke fun at Gizmo for a little bit, Alex. Gizmo follows Momo-kun on Twitter.
Bro, why?
It's fine to me. Did she do something?
You don't remember that conversation we had, Gizmo?
About that bee thing. Like, she looks a little puffy. Okay.
No, not that. I'm talking about what she's done at cons.
Alex, you forgot you could skip cutscenes, didn't you?
Yeah, I remember now.
No, I'm just not in any big hurry to fight him again.
You do realize if you don't beat him, you'll never beat the game.
Oh,
station thing, that's already been settled, and she's already been exposed. And like, it's one thing if she keeps on doing it, and then she then goes to say shit like, "Oh, it was out of my control," I'm a lady, yada yada. Don't ladies can't get in trouble for this, yada yada. It's like, yeah, fuck that. I'm not following her anymore. But all she did was molest people, and she got exposed for it. She got exposed.
She blamed it.
All she did.
She groped people and blamed it on ADD.
Fuck that then. Hold on. Let me just.
No. I'm not gonna tell you to unfollow her.
Nope. Now I'm gonna unfollow her.
That was enough.
That was enough.
Like, I get that your reason for following her is purely superficial, but
yep.
I'm not gonna tell you to unfollow her, dude. That's not how we roll. I mean, we just wanted to have a laugh at your expense. Gizmo?
Yeah, I'm still here.
We just wanted to have a little laugh at your expense. We weren't going to tell you to unfollow her. We just wanted to have a laugh at your expense.
You gave me an opportunity to fill up my potions before this. Between the last battle and this one, between the last two battles, why don't you let me do it here?
And by the way, Asa was right. Momo-kun does do hardcore porn now.
Yes, she does. I thought I was the one who told you that.
It was either you or A. Salieri that said it on the stream. and yeah, like, I'll be honest, yeah, she's hot, but she is a terrible human being.
No! Why am I not allowed to finish you? You son of a bitch!
Oh, wow, she does do hardcore porn. It's up on like Spank Bank and everything else.
Oh god, Gizmo's actually looking it up right now. That's our Gizmo.
Boink.
Superman.
I literally don't have to click on a link. Literally, I put in Momo-kun porn on Google, and the first thing that comes up is Spank Bank Momo-kun porn by Shoujo Mom and Penny Underbust videos. She's on Spank Bank, Thought Hub. That's fucking funny. Internet Chicks, Erome. That's not how you. Okay, whatever. Dirty Ship. Dirty Ship. Okay.
You're gonna be looking at that shit all night after the stream's over, aren't you, Gizmo?
On anynudes.com, the Thought Hub, Pornhub, yeah. Fuck that. Yeah, I'm still unfollowing her. Fuck her. And no, not in that way. She don't deserve it.
Gizmo, don't lie. You'd still smash.
Nope, not anymore.
Demix is driving me up a goddamn wall.
I
I don't want to dance with your goddamn water, you fruitcake.
We can dance if we want to.
I mean,
can leave
shit.
our friends behind. Because your friends don't dance, and if they don't dance, so they're no friends of mine.
I mean, I guess it's
We can
fitting
go
that
where we
she
want
does
to.
hardcore porn now
As young
because
and
a
so
lot of
alive.
porn, because there are quite a few porn artists that are not good human beings.
Janet Mason?
Huh?
Who?
Oh, that's a porn artist that comes to mind. That's kind-hearted.
Oh, well.
I don't know who that is.
Yeah, apparently her last name is my first name.
Yeah, there's a lot of porn artists out there that actually have a good heart.
Really?
And,
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
yeah. You just don't have to. All you have to do is not be Mia Khalifa.
I know there's
Oh, God.
I know there's a gay porn artist who was a real piece of shit because there was a porn artist who committed suicide because she refused to do a scene with a
Yeah,
bisexual
no. Oh, you're
porn.
talking about
Huh?
not a porn act. Yeah.
Oh,
What's her name? Was that
I know what you're talking
August
about.
Ames?
yeah, that's it. August Ames.
Yeah.
And if my girlfriend sees this stream, she's probably gonna kill me for knowing about that porn star.
Fuck that! Come on, she's probably seen some. She probably seen a lot
I
of.
mean, that made the fucking news.
She probably seen a lot of BBC herself when she looked up Pornhub.
But I mean, like, yeah, she killed herself because SJWs were calling her homophobic just because she
homophobic.
wouldn't do a
People thought that she was homophobic
with a
because she
guy
didn't
who
want to do-
wouldn't even do an AIDS test.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the and this bisexual porn artist, or there was another gay porn artist that said,
Okay, we're talking. There's a difference between porn artists and porn performers.
he said that. What did he say? He
Like,
told her to take
think
the
about
suicide
artists. You
pill.
think about people who draw the stuff. Now, if you don't think about like
Oh,
live
okay,
action,
yeah,
so to
well,
speak.
Porn star, gay porn star. He told August Ames to take a suicide pill. Or cyanide pill, I think it was.
Fucking Christ.
Yeah.
Alright, we're gonna try to take on Luxord again.
Damn. What a night this has been.
Does anybody even go to Pornhub anymore?
I don't know. Besides
I
you,
haven't
probably
since
not.
they banned the Ultimation account from the SFW section.
I mean, fuck.
They basically deleted the whole safer work section, to be honest.
They ruined the
I'm
amateur
probably
section.
the only guy on the stream who has fucked.
Okay.
Come on.
Not really, but okay.
Wait. All of us have probably done more than A-Log, that's for sure.
Come on.
The thing is, when Pornhub starts removing shit that's legal, it's just
you gotta beat up Ansem, and then you can go rescue Donald and Goofy.
I mean, there is a reason why Pornhub had to do what they did. It's because they were sneaking in highly illegal shit.
Yeah, but at that point, you don't just try and ruin it for everyone else. You fire the people who let it slide to begin with and hire new people. You know,
Like,
don't ruin it for everyone else. That's like me trying to ban all meats from my store just because a slice of turkey made someone sick. It's like, no, that's a little unfair.
Yeah, basically.
That's a little unfair
Yeah.
for not only the people supplying us, but also for the customers who come here to buy it. You know, you fire the people who accepted it in the first place, and then you start regulating. Then you start hiring the people who care enough that they don't just let something slide. You know, and then you start regulating a little more. And then you get back in the game. You don't just remove everything and then say, oh no, you got to be verified if you want to put that shit up. It's like, fuck you, Pornhub. You don't see YouTube
Here's
doing
the
it.
funny thing.
Yeah,
We had
that
a
is
verified
pretty
account.
asinine. Hey, somebody pinged me somewhere. Oh, okay. Shit. All right. It's nothing. What were you saying, Alex?
Oh, I was just saying we did have a verified account on there.
Excuse me,
just,
you.
there
Oh
was
shit, guys!
it was
Alex
a safe,
was about to
it
tell
was a
us that
safe
he
for
does
work
porn.
account. No, it was a safe for work section.
Oh man,
It's deleted now. The only thing that was uploaded there was Evangelion Alternative Saga.
Yep.
damn, Alex! I thought you were about to tell us that you were secretly a porn star.
By the way, Alex, I'm still looking forward to the rest of 3.
Yes, if I can ever maintain my sanity long enough to beat this boss, maybe that'll happen. Ow!
Maybe that'll happen. Oh,
I was working on some of 3 yesterday, and it was
yeah.
going pretty good, and then Premiere crashed. I didn't lose any work. It just made me want to fucking punch something. So I didn't, for the record. I just wanted to. It was like that ProZD sketch where you're like raring back and it's like
Gizmo, are you sure Anthony Legato shouldn't be in Ace's Discord?
Yes,
yes.
he doesn't know when to stop the horny.
Oh shit! Gallon does know who A-Log is. Fuck.
Well, you guys have explained it to me.
I don't like it.
I believe.
He's annoying.
I didn't know that A-Log was an actual person.
He's cringe.
All I knew was the term for the longest time.
Yeah, he's a guy who was almost exactly like Chris Chan, but
almost. That's enough for me.
And would rag on Chris Chan a lot. Would make these cringe ass commentaries on Chris Chan, but would.
And he's a cringe.
Everything I have learned about Chris Chan has been against my will.
But was actually just like him. Wait, what'd you say?
Everything I have learned about Chris Chan has been against my will.
Well, for me, honestly, it's been like some half and half. Like some of it has been against my will. Some of it I
morbid curiosity. Yeah.
Blockbuster.
I mean, shit. Wouldn't you be? I mean, come on.
Blackbuster Critic introduced me to Chris Chan.
I first discovered Chris Chan through this one video, this A-Team intro parody, where instead of the A-Team, it was the autism team.
That's fucking hilarious.
Okay.
That's hilarious.
And then I learned more about him. I think it was actually 2011 where I learned more about him. Or where I first heard of him. Her, whatever. Who cares? I guess I do.
Dude doesn't look like a lady.
I guess I do care because I'm talking about it, so.
I so hope Chris Chan gets put into a mental asylum or jail for the rest of his life.
Well, his next hearing is in 4 days.
No one's gonna put up with him.
I hope when he goes to jail, he somehow creates the same kind of strange cult that he has outside of the jail.
It's gonna be like that. It's gonna be like that scene in Beavis and Butthead. Do the Universe, where
Oh yeah, I know what
Beavis
you're
just
talking
wanders
about.
into
I've
the
actually
jail.
seen that movie.
Yeah, Beavis just wanders into prison, and all the prisoners are like, "Yeah, we don't have enough TP. They're disrespecting our bungholes," and they just like protest in his name.
Yeah,
It's gonna be
yeah,
like that.
that was fucking hilarious. That's a really good. That was a really good movie too. Beavis and Butthead Do the Universe.
There's a fuck. There was a social justice feminism thing going on in that movie, but it actually turned out a lot better than I expected
To be a great parody.
Like,
Yeah,
they
and
wonder-
there was this like white SJW like trying to talk.
So what
over-
happens is that
like,
Beavis and
talk
Butthead
over
walk
this
into
black
like
girl.
they wander into a gender studies class, and once they mention that he's gonna hook up with a chick, and that she's a slut, everyone starts muttering in disgust, and the teacher's like, "Oh no, hold on, they're saying slut in a positive tone," and then they start like teaching him the two about white privilege, and they're like, "Oh,
And they're like,
you opened our eyes,
We have
thank
white
you."
privilege.
Yeah, and we have white privilege, and then the moment they get out of the classroom, they literally start taking and eating whatever they want in the school. Like they take a lot of shirts and a lot of memorabilia, putting it in their pockets. They go into the lunchroom and literally steal everyone's lunch, saying we have white privilege, we do what we want. We're taking advantage of the system.
That's fucking hilarious, dude.
Up here we go.
Oh man.
Damn it!
die.
Look, sir, I fucking hate you.
God damn it.
Nappa.
Yeah, I don't have the energy to do the voice.
God damn it, Nappa!
See, now you have to. Now you're making me. Oh, God damn it, Nappa.
Oh, Nappa. Goku.
Let's try this again with a bit more passion. No!
Yeah.
Nick, stop him! Damn it, Roshi!
Shut up, Krillin.
Go back to your dick.
You mean USS my dick?
Yes.
Would you like to see my dick?
Sure,
Please tell me he means the submarine.
Rabbit. Please tell me you mean the submarine.
17 years! 17 years you've been holding on to that one!
You don't know the patience I have.
You don't know
Nine
the
and
patience I
down.
have.
And Gizmo is the Master Roshi of our stream.
I'm the man of culture of the stream.
Alright, let's try to fight man sex.
I can tell you what hentai not to watch, not only because of the quality, but because it's fucking disgusting.
A1 probably could tell you too.
Bible Black, watch. Kurainu, watch. Ramsem,
I think there's a
watch.
Dio song called Bible Black.
I'm surprised nobody.
Something. There's a song called Bible Black. Like, it's really good. I can't remember who did it.
I don't. And there's an interesting edit that somebody did of the unknown figure in KH1 on one of the secret bosses in Final Mix. Someone basically took the voice clips of Xemnas in this boss fight and spliced it in with that. And Xemnas is the unknown guy.
Yeah.
So, Alex, how long are you going to be ramming your head against that brick wall?
Black wall, what? That's racist. That's
probably not much longer.
African American law.
I was almost done, and then I died.
Oh, there you go, Gizmo. That's actually those are actually the kind of videos you could make. You could be the hentai critic.
So basically, the cinema
be
snob.
Sure to review Sailor. Be sure to review Sailor and the Seven Balls.
God, I remember that shit. Jesus Christ, was that horrifying?
You can still buy copies of that from Right
Oh
Stuff.
fuck!
I still can't believe Tara Strong follows Zone's Twitter page.
I believe so.
Secretly a woman of culture, and I'd still bang those titties.
Yeah.
Did you realize there was that one Zone parody of Raven and Gar?
Yes.
She's and like, yes, Kevin, I know that Tara Strong is a hypocrite, but like, you can be a stupid hypocrite or a terrible human being and still be hot.
If you're a terrible human being, I don't care how hot you look. Look, I ain't doing that.
Being though, she's just confused about her priorities, I guess, if you want to put it that way.
I wonder if
there was a fuck, marry, kill, she'd be in the Mary pile.
Shit.
Really?
Thank God Momo-kun's not a serial killer.
Yeah. Why not?
I don't care. Again, I don't care how hot you are. You act like scum. I'm not gonna care.
She doesn't act like scum. She's just like
misguided. Act like scum. You don't get the cum.
Yep.
It's not like what I intended, but whatever.
It's not like she's saying stuff like, fuck these kids, let them die, or anything like that. She's just misguided on a lot of stuff that she either believes in or is against. Like the...
Oh my God.
Like how she follows PETA.
Yeah,
a lot of people don't know
thinking
how
to
bad
myself, you do realize that PETA is a horrible organization that actually abuses
she doesn't know that because she follows them.
God, Semnus, stop doing the twirly thing.
Anybody who follows PETA is misguided and doesn't know much about what they've done behind the scenes. The people who don't follow PETA know how monstrous they really are and know what they do behind the scenes. I feel like because of how busy Tara Strong is with her voice acting career, she really doesn't know much about PETA except that they're against unethical treatment.
She also doesn't backstab people. She didn't backstab Jim Cummings. She didn't backstab Kevin Conroy when Kevin Conroy said what was voiced his disapproval of the BLM riots.
Yeah.
I'm guessing that people that she's currently friends with, she doesn't backstab over different political views.
Right.
Which is surprising.
Die.
The one thing that really surprised me is that
guys, I think Alex is transformed into Bakugo.
Yes.
The one thing that really surprises me is that she follows Vic Mignogna on Twitter.
That means she's not, fully social justice. She just believes in certain things that...
No, she's not like Grey Delisle, who's...
Shakedown.
Oh, God. I'm just gonna let Kevin take the floor on this one.
I swear to God.
He's not here right now.
Damn it.
I think...
died again.
Yeah, I actually thought at first that Grey Delisle was the one that got Kevin banned from Twitter the first time.
I got banned because Chrissy Rubin decided to send her followers to report me for stupid shit.
Oh, yeah.
Have you checked to see...
What?
Have you checked to see if it got unbanned?
I'm not willing to check.
Okay.
I mean, you could probably check. I mean, you don't have to check right now. I mean, I guess one of us could check. Alex, you could probably check. Alex is probably never going to get, well, he wasn't going to get banned before because like 90% of his Twitter is just retweets.
Speaking of internet, it's a 1-year anniversary of the Italian Senate being invaded by Cloud, railing Tifa's ass.
Yep, planning his Buster Stewart or Antifa.
Miss Italy.
It's been a whole year since that happened.
2022.
It's still hilarious that they tweeted the fucking login credentials to the meeting out.
Why would they do that?
Because they're dumbasses. They don't know how the internet
somebody
works.
didn't know how Twitter worked.
I used to be sex offender. Now I am high school teacher.
Are you sure
I
that's
am
not
a registered
Kamoshida?
sex offender. I stuck my dick into a blender. Your mom is a transgender.
Literally, the guy that wasn't with that. So what happened was when the Italian Senate meeting was happening, and he played the video of Cloud railing Tifa in the ass. He shouted out in the
He played 2 videos of Cloud railing Tifa in the ass.
He shouted out in the microphone, "I used to be a sex offender. Now I am an elementary school teacher." And everyone just sat there quietly as they watch Cloud Mang and Tifa. And there's this one woman trying to hide her smirk as she watches.
That woman is secretly based.
Right.
Oh my god. So, now Alex, how did you feel about Kingdom Hearts 1?
I still have no idea what the story's about.
We
started off as a kid who lives on an island, and now we're fighting a dragon ship in space. And I'm still not entirely clear how we got from point A to point B.
Welcome to Kingdom Hearts.
Or point A to point Z.
Donald, stop saying I have it when you don't clearly have it.
That's the beauty of Donald. He never does. And yet he'll keep trying.
I have it.
No, he says, I've got it.
Nico
B ended up turning that into a friggin' meme in his streams of Kingdom Hearts.
We're gonna make Kingdom Hearts great again, people.
Don't give up.
How do you feel about fighting a shirtless Billy Zane?
Well, I feel like I ought to have Leonardo DiCaprio with me.
Is he gonna fit on the door?
Does he have a gun?
Titanic would have been much more epic if it ended with a Yakuza-style fist fight on top of the Titanic between DiCaprio and Zane.
Oh, you mean like in the bootleg NES video game?
Yes, that's exactly what I was thinking of.
The Titanic horror movie?
Did you say
no,
Titanic
Gizmo, you don't.
Movie?
No, Gizmo, you don't understand. There's a Titanic video game on the
Titanic.
Yes,
for
Titanic.
the NES.
But I know about that. But do you also know that there's a horror movie based off the Titanic as well?
Titanic 2, I think it was called.
Titanic 666.
Oof.
What the fuck?
Yeah, so what it is that a bunch of guys trying to make another Titanic, and they created a museum in said Titanic 2 as a way to pay respect to the people that died. So and then there's this. So while that's happening, there's a stowaway that resurrects the spirits of the people that died in the Titanic.
Oh, you mean like Ghostbusters 2?
Yeah, I was about to say, this sounds a lot like Ghostbusters 2, but less funny.
This one is more ironically funny, if anything.
No, let's just watch Ghostbusters 2.
Ghostbusters 2 is funny because of
good movie.
Ghostbusters 2 is funny
what?
because of Ghostbusters 2.
Oh,
you sure about that, Alex?
For saying that.
Yes. Yes, Ghostbusters 2 is a great movie.
You stand by the strangest opinions.
Man, AVGN is going to kill you for saying that.
It is a good movie. It's just not as good as the first one.
It's better than The Empire Strikes Back.
No, it fucking isn't.
Oh my god, dude.
You want your ass beat, don't you?
It's a much better sequel.
No!
Next, you're going to tell me The Last Airbender live-action movie is great.
I think it goes that far.
The Last Airbender live-action movie is terrible for a number of reasons, and one of which being Paramount cutting the budget and production schedule right before filming.
It could have worked, it should have worked, but it didn't work.
Each saga, like each book from the TV show was supposed to be made into at least 2 movies. I think it started off as 3. It got cut down to 2. And then right before filming, they told Shyamalan he could only get 1 out of each book. And he was like, "Well, fuck, what do I do with this now?"
1 out of...
And for as much as though that film is his fault, that film is also Paramount's fault.
Paramount can suck balls.
Paramount what?
Paramount can suck balls. Can suck.
Paramount are also the people who made that let that first Ninja Turtles film happen. And the second Ninja Turtles film was really good. The first one, okay, not really good, but it was a Turtles movie. The first one was not a Turtles movie.
It's killed Lex,
It had barely anything to do with the Ninja Turtles.
It was still better than Ninja Turtles 3.
They pussied out, and they didn't commit to having Eric Sachs be the
Shredder.
Be the Shredder.
Okay.
They did Casey Jones dirty and made him boring.
They did what now?
I mean, Stephen Amell was alright. It was just, you know...
Nope. Don't you dare say he was alright. He was fucking boring, and he was a cop. Casey Jones ain't no cop. He's literally a guy who decided to just go out and become a superhero because fuck you, that's why. And got a bunch of his sports equipment and do it. Fuck you, he was alright. No, he was boring. Boring!
Oh god. Sorry. I was just whoa.
They could have just taken notes from the goddamn 2009 cartoon or 2020.
They could have
2001 cartoon.
They could have taken notes from the 2003 cartoon or the movie. But then again, this is the look, I'm just happy that they didn't. I'm just happy that they did what they did with that film and didn't do what they did with the first film.
Ninja Turtle movie.
Although it did lead to one of my least favorite jokes in Arrow Season 5.
Which is...
You know that guy who's knockoff Casey Jones in Arrow?
Sportsmaster.
No, Sportsmaster is not knockoff Casey Jones in Arrow. No, a Wild Dog.
God, when was the last time I heard that name?
Yeah, Wild Dog is knockoff Casey Jones in Arrow.
He actually appeared in Arrow?
Yeah, he's a member of the team.
Why?
Because they decided the Arrowverse didn't have enough characters.
Why Wild Dog, though?
No idea.
So, refresh my memory, because it's been a while since I actually read a Wizard magazine. Wild Dog is the hockey fan-looking motherfucker that carries around a machine gun and has a hockey mask.
Yes.
With the Mad Dog logo on his shirt. Yes. Which happens to be a hockey jersey.
Yes.
Fuck that. I would have told that guy you're fired the moment he uttered that name out of his mouth. Hey, can we introduce a new character? Okay, sure. Who? Speedy? Oh no, I was thinking that maybe we could.
We already had both Speedies. We kind of alienated the guy who played Roy Harper, and he refuses to come back to the show now.
Gonzalez.
For some reason, and the girl who plays Thea isn't, you know, gonna be much help.
Well, sir.
Even though she's still in the show.
But, sir, I was thinking we could introduce Mad Dog into the equation. You're fired. Mad
Why
Dog.
Why do you sound like the squeaky voiced teen from The Simpsons?
Why do we need more characters?
Why do we need
Mad Dog? More characters. The Arrowverse shows had too many characters already, and they kept adding more. Like, the Flash is a solo hero, and then he gets this entire supporting cast full of either original characters or repurposed characters, and...
You mean like the fact that they ended up using Black Wally West? instead of
and Killer Frost. Killer Frost is part of his supporting
why
cast.
her?
Why Killer Frost, man? I never understood that. Like, okay, there's a lot of villains that are by now, owned a redemption arc. Fucking Clayface, fucking Mr.
Can you guess who
Freeze,
Vibe and Spartan are?
Five and Spartan.
Yeah, go ahead and guess.
Ooh.
They're nobody. They're characters they created for the show.
Oh, they're OCs. OCs that
Yeah.
nobody cares about or remembers, for that matter. Fuck them. Holy shit. They decided to perform a fanfiction, This Is My OC, Do Not Steal. Fuck them. Fuck the CW.
Best character
Yep.
since Nugget Mickey.
44 Cable 12. Fuck you, CW.
Hey Gizmo, remember Nugget Mickey?
No.
Nugget Mickey, Drunken Punk's original character.
That was a thing he did?
He was bragging about editing legs out of Mickey Mouse. Don't you remember when Drunken Punk kept bragging about how he was the best editor, like he's the edit Christ?
Yeah, that was really fucking
Speaking
weird.
of editing, do you guys remember how bratty the My Hero Academia fan base is in regards to the anime?
Yes.
It's like, oh my god, guys. Not everything is going to get one-to-one adapted in the anime. Just stop.
I don't get it, man. It's like, okay, I get the fact that this is practically like an East and West kind of thing.
Huh.
It's kind of obvious.
Oh, wait a second.
It's kind of obvious,
No.
man.
Okay, Cisco Ramon is actually a character, a very obscure superhero from from DC Comics, who originated in Justice League Annual number 2, 1984.
Wow. That's a deep cut.
Very.
We got to get Mutahar into the Mehcast one of these days.
That is not going to happen, but I would be so down if we could.
Yeah, same here.
Maybe
love that
Silent
guy,
Rob too.
But if he ever decides to come back online, he has to deal with a lot of real life shit.
Huh.
Silent
Vibe
Rob
was in Justice League Unlimited. And Young Justice.
And if Rob decides to use Discord anyway.
Yeah, Silent Rob doesn't use Discord anymore for some reason. Like
Vibe was in Teen Titans Go and the Harley Quinn show.
Huh?
Yeah.
Wait, what? What happened?
No, I'm just saying Vibe has been in a bunch of stuff. So, that's fucking weird. Because I would have sworn, based on how minor a character he was when he started in The Flash, that he was just some character they created for the show.
Bunch of goddamn pussy. Bunch of goddamn pussy.
That was weird. That was fucking hilarious.
But yeah, Spartan.
Yeah.
Spartan is a character they created for Arrow.
Oh shit, guys! Guess who's?
Hang on. Now that I've said that, I have to look this up.
Oh yeah, Kevin, Alex. There was actually this one time. I don't know that you've never I don't.
Okay, yeah, Diggle was created for Arrow.
God, what was I gonna say?
Sorry.
There was No, you're fine. I was just trying to remember what I was gonna say. There was actually this one time where Ace Salieri was at his angriest, and Gizmo was there for it too. Like, I don't know if you've ever, Gizmo, do you remember that?
What, the Skype call?
The Discord call. He was like, fuck you, fuck you,
God,
fuck
not
you.
That's not my best. That's not.
And then Asa decided to like when he was doing his stream, he revisited that video and he decided to make fun of his own anger.
Yeah, so this is when Drunken Punk when Drunken Punk made fun of kids, made fun of Asa as well as his home and his kids and his wife. I legitimately thought that he was just having like a roast of Asa, like just making fun of him but still loving him at the same time, that kind of thing. Until I realized,
Damn it.
until I realized too late that he was serious about what he was saying about Asa and the wife and the kids. He wasn't joking. He wasn't joking. He was straight up making fun of everything that Asa was, as well as the kids and the wife. And
then after the stream, and then after Gizmo left the voice call, he had to apologize to Asa in a DM.
No, not in a DM. What I did was I called him up on Skype with Silent Rob in the same call, and I apologized to the both of them as well as the wife about joining in with Punk.
Yeah, because
I'm gonna
Asa
link
was like,
you guys to something funny I just saw.
Join him. My side. Fuck.
Look at this.
Oh,
Dead Ken. That's hilarious.
God damn.
That's actually pretty cool.
And then, and like months later, when Asa, Rob, and JK Tim did a live stream, Asa was like, I went battle on him. I'm not gonna lie though, that drama was the drama with Drunken Punk was entertaining as fuck.
I know about I'm sure it was to everybody else, but it kind of hurt me considering I was in the middle of it too. And like a stupid ass, I actually thought that he was joking, not outright, making fun of, talking shit to Asa and everything he stood for. Like
what Drunken Punk is doing now, I don't know what she's doing now. Like 2 years ago, Drunken Punk went trans, became Dank Girl, and she and Asa patched things up. She was on Asa Salieri's Discord for a while. Alex, you can actually see the messages there too. So, but you'd have to scroll.
I need positive motivation
back.
here.
But
start singing "You're the Best Around."
No,
you're the best around. No one's gonna ever take you down.
Unfortunately, though, there a Discord user posted a Long Beach Griffey video, and Dank Girl got offended
I don't know
and
who
left.
any of these people are.
Okay, so Long Beach Griffey was a very known person on what was it, TikTok at first?
Sorry, my dog was whining.
Where he made these little.
Oh, TikTok. That's why.
Well, at first it was TikTok. I think it was TikTok. I don't remember if he was on TikTok, but on YouTube he made these little sketches where he would play like anime weeaboos, like gangsters and stuff like that, basically making fun of everything.
Is it like a Pro CD sketch where he plays everybody in the same sketch?
Yeah, he's one of those guys. What happened was
my ass kicking outfit, bitch.
The sketch that specifically he's talking about is one where a cop pulls over a tranny and he's trying to figure out if it's a man or a woman.
Dude looks like a lady.
It's like, yeah, and unfortunately, Dank Girl got offended, and unfortunately, Drunken Punk, who now goes by Dank Girl, got offended by it and left the Discord in a huff.
Well, if you're gonna be that much of a fucking snowflake about something.
Yeah, and I mean, and then last August, a Discord user in our thing, Mr. DJ Fly High, discovers in a video by Ruined Leon, which is entitled "Peer Pressuring someone into peer pressuring people into being trans is gross. Dank Girl later, she would later leave a comment saying, I don't hate the trans community. I hate how the trans community operates. Replace trans community with black. Is it racist? Because it is, hypocrite. Like, she tried to do a gotcha on Ruin Leon. And like, that's what
sorry,
I don't
Alex,
get.
I'm trying to motivate you, but I'm currently getting my ass kicked by Tara.
Because Drunken Punk would say the same thing. She would say, yes, there is a lot of problems in the trans community, but when somebody else says it, oh, well, I guess that's not cool. Like, that's what Gizmo and I don't get, and that's what to this day we still don't get.
One thing I know that one thing I know the Mickey Mouse theme for is its appearance at the end of Full Metal Jacket. Really?
Come on, sing the song for Daddy. MICKEYMOUSE. Oh, I feel so dirty. That was Darth Vader singing the Mickey Mouse Clubhouse theme song.
MICKEYMOUSE.
Come on, sing the song for Daddy.
I'm gonna opt out the call, man. I'm gonna go get some to eat.
GUFUCKYOURSELF.
I'm gonna opt out the call. I'm gonna opt out the call, and I'm gonna get something to eat before I start streaming. I'll see you guys later.
Oh, you gonna start a separate stream?
What?
All right.
I'm just about done.
What was that?
Yeah, I think Kevin and Alex are gonna head out in a little bit too, so they might not be here when you get back, Gizmo.
No, that's fine, man. It's probably late over there.
I might be though.
Yeah, I want to watch the second episode of The Last of Us before I go to bed.
Yeah, and on top of that, I don't have nearly the motivation to keep playing this game for another few months, so this is probably going to be the last time I stream Kingdom Hearts 2.
Well, it's gonna be taking a while for me to get to the PS2 collection, because Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2 is on the stack of games I'm gonna play for streaming.
Is it now?
Cool.
Oh yeah.
I wonder if
you have the modified versions, or are you just playing the original?
I'm literally playing the original that I got years ago.
I wonder if
I
Mesa
have
will
the
probably
original
stream
PS1, no, PS2,
Nope.
because they were on the PS2.
I have the original.
I have the original PS2 Kingdom Hearts games, but I've never played them.
They're really good.
Asa might
I'm
join
currently
your
playing
stream
1.5 right now.
to Gizmo
I think I have
later.
1.5 somewhere. Actually, no, I don't have 1.5. I got... Fucker never paid me for my goddamn art.
Yeah, fucker never.
Fucker never got his art anyway.
You have the fucker that never paid you version. Oh, I don't have that one.
Movie Bob still owes Gallon money.
Yeah, Movie Bob owes me $100 plus
interest.
Plus interest.
I got the Kari never sucked me off version. I got that one. I got the one where I got the selfie never.
Oh, that's every version.
I got the never got to do selfie up the ass version.
That's every version.
I got the one. I got never got to beat the shit out of Waka version.
Well, wait, you never got to beat up Waka?
Oh no, I beat him. I just never got to beat the shit out of him.
Why would what?
I also got the one where apparently you get to just make Riku just stick his keyblade up his ass for being irrelevant the entire fucking game of the first time.
But
okay,
I don't follow.
Gee, he didn't help you. He had his own keyblade. When? How? He didn't bother helping.
Pre-order WWE 2K23 and get Bad Bunny as a playable character.
What?
Wait,
Who
what?
the fuck is Bad Bunny?
What?
Sounds like a spam bot.
Yeah, I know.
Bad Bunny.
Who the fuck is Bad Bunny?
Look that up.
Now you know it's a good bunny, except bad.
Oh, here you go. Bad Bunny is a Puerto Rican rapper.
What?
Okay.
Yeah, I don't give a shit.
Why is a rapper... We had the Terminator playable in one of them.
I mean, I guess it's the same reason why that other guy is in the wrestling game. What was his name? The guy with the backwards cap, red cap. Fuck. Carl Durst or whatever the fuck.
Oh, Fred
Durst.
Yeah.
Wow. Oh, wait a minute. Wrong guy.
Yeah, I was gonna say that.
That's David Draymond.
Do not mistake David Draymond for that guy.
David, you want to know what David Draymond ended up saying about the about
You want to know what would happen
about
if Jack
about
Nicholson and Fred Durst had a baby? You get Danny Antonucci, the creator of Ed, Edd and Eddy.
Alex, do you remember?
You also get the guy who voiced Ed, as well as the main villain in Fatal Fury, the motion picture.
Alex.
Yeah?
You want to know what David Draymond said about that sound? He said, that's going to be etched on my goddamn tombstone. Here lies David Draymond. Oh, wow. I am so thankful.
Let's see.
I'm so thankful in Kingdom Hearts 3 that we actually get to explore more of Hercules' world as opposed to just freaking as opposed to just the friggin' Olympus Coliseum.
2K16, the Terminator was a playable character.
Well, not just the Terminator, like Schwarzenegger himself. Apparently, there was like two versions.
Well, yeah.
Two versions.
The Gladiator.
The T1 and T2 version.
Hercules.
You definitely got to do that movie at some point, Alex.
Also,
no, Hercules.
Y'all gotta watch Puss in Boots: The Last Wish. I'm telling y'all, it is fucking great.
Oh, I plan on watching.
So are you?
Welcome will be waiting for me.
Man, I grew up
the
with
crowds will cheer when they see.
Shit, I have that.
And by the way, after Mario Party next month on Gizmo, we're probably gonna either be doing some rounds of Mario Kart 8 or Smash Brothers.
Yeah, I don't have Mario Kart 8, man. Sorry. I have Ultimate, though.
Well, Smash it is, then, I guess.
Guess we'll have to settle in Smash.
Little Mac, my main. And Terry's my main DLC, too.
Do you have all the DLC?
Oh, hell yeah, I do. Why wouldn't I?
Just making sure. So that means you have the guy that I'm playing as right now?
You gotta be a bit more specific than that.
I'm playing Kingdom Hearts.
Oh, yes.
Do you remember the disappointment that is Kingdom Hearts on cloud?
Yes. Because why the fuck would you put that on cloud? When you can just get the damn PS2 versions and put them on there? You lazy cunts?
The PS2 this is a game that originally ran on the PS2 and it runs like shit on the Switch, even with the cloud shit. Or probably because of the cloud.
Why does it runs at 60 frames per second on the PlayStation 4?
Get your PS2 versions and put it on the Switch. You don't have to be like, oh, well, you know, the most advanced graphics is the one that put it up my ass. Who cares? I don't give a damn about graphics. Let me play the damn game on Switch. I don't care if it's like 1 frame per second, as long as you make it work on the damn thing.
Well, anyway.
What about but it has to look great. Yeah, on the PS5 maybe. I don't care if it looks good on Switch.
Well, anyway. Unfortunately, this will be my last stream of Kingdom Hearts 2. So next time we do Kingdom Hearts, we will be doing the commentary on Recoded. It's cutscenes. How do you feel about that, Alex?
Yeah, okay. I have a feeling I'm probably going to be just as lost as I was during that one,
That was a fucking flip phone mobile game turned into a DS game.
And then just turned into a cutscene compilation on the PlayStation 3, 4, and 4.
358 Days Over 2 was a DS game, not a mobile game, but yeah.
No, recoded.
Oh,
It was
recoded,
originally
yeah.
coded, and then it got turned into recoded
on the DS. So at first, that was a mobile phone flip game, flip phone mobile game.
So
And then it was a DS game.
Okay, so WWE 2K19. Playable characters. AJ Styles Gold. Why is we have regular AJ Styles, and then we have AJ Styles Gold. Why is this a playable character?
Why is this
gonna
the
have
thing?
Pete Gold Alexa Bliss next?
I stopped having faith in the WWE 2K games after 2K17. Suplex City.
Oh, man.
Because not only did they leave a lot of old school superstars out, but the gameplay felt fucking worse. The graphics looked worse. I was not able to get a fucking refund.
El Mago, an original character created, unlocked by My Career Mode, but in 2K19.
I was not able to get a refund on 2K18, the fucking bastards.
Baron Blade, original character created, unlocked via My Career Mode.
And it's not Aaron Blade, it's Aaron Blade.
Cole Quinn, original character, unlocked via My Career Mode.
It's not Cole Quinn, it's Cole Quinn.
What on earth are you guys on about?
Those are original characters made specifically for that game, and the thing is, they didn't bother.
Yeah, the in-game voiceover is abysmal.
Yeah,
you mean like
is Nugget Mickey in the game?
What the fuck?
That's an
Nugget
joke.
Mickey.
Probably via, create a wrestler.
Anyway, hey, it's been a fun ride in Kingdom Hearts 2, and I'm afraid I gotta move on to other games because after Recoded, I'm gonna be taking a break from Kingdom Hearts and playing Paper Mario.
Yeah,
Ben's back.
I'm talking about the original Paper Mario, not the
What the
Yeah.
fuck?
not the goddamn
Yeah.
the Sticker Star game. I don't have the ability to record that game.
Yeah. Oh, capture card.
What the fuck is this?
I can't get one.
Guys, look at the broadcast chat. What the fuck is this?
Let's see. What in the fuck is that?
I don't know.
It's a rib?
Original character unlocked via My Career Mode.
Anyway, I'm gonna stop streaming now. So see y'all later.
Bye. He likes guys.
So will you still be streaming this game, Alex?
Oh, I'm going to finish it.
Well, on the very least, you didn't have the whole eat the ball. Like, you didn't have the whole, I beat the boss so I could just end the game at any point. I wish I could have I honestly wish I could have gotten all the optional shit out of the way, but I can't. I'm tried.
I beat the boss with one working hand. Freakazoid. All the buttons did not work. Freakazoid.
Bye, everybody.
All right.